treats and drinks in the Lone Star State, whether you're listening on the Cass County Radio, KALT 25.5 FM. We're glad to have you aboard. About 20 minutes away from kickoff. Rabs with a big win a week ago over the Jefferson Bulldogs, looking to continue that momentum into the game tonight.
Yeah, huge win last week, kind of set the tone for what the expectations are moving forward. It's one of those big wins where you kind of feel like you starting to see what your team's made of and what they're capable of, mental toughness. So that was a game that, I think probably had you done an East Texas poll, we probably would have been a slight underdog, even at home going into that game because of our youth on the team and Jefferson's reputation. Even though they were coming off a close, tough loss to Gladewater, you knew that it was going to be a tough game. So Rabs pulled out a gritty, last-minute dramatic win. Kind of sets the table now for a little bit higher level of expectation and excitement as district play rolls on.
Got some big games around the district tonight. Another big one is the Gladewater Bears traveling north of Atlanta to take on the Liberty Ilo Leopards. That's a big game. Gladewater 2-0. Liberty Ilo coming off a bye there. Rabs still have both of those teams to play here later in the season, so we'll keep our eye on that one as well. But let's take a look at tonight's matchup. The Sabine Cardinals head coach is Cody Gilbert. It's his fourth season as the head coach here at Sabine. He has an overall record of 8-28. The Cardinals 0-6 on the year, 0-2 in district play. They fell to the aforementioned Gladewater Bears 47-0 a week ago. The Rabs, led by the head man Tyler Morton, his fourth season as the head coach for the Rabs, overall record 24-15. The Rabs 5-1 on the year, 2-0 in district, as Eric mentioned, winners a week ago over the Jefferson Bulldogs. As we continue to make our way through the Schedule E, these teams start to play each other. We learn a little bit more each week about each of these teams.
Yeah, each week is a little bit of like a tip of the hat to what these players have as far as their personalities. You start to get more of these offensive play calls on film. You get to see how teams finish tight games, and you get to see what athletes are standing out as some perennial standouts as far as running backs, quarterbacks, who's going to be tough in the passing game, the running game, who's got more of a lockdown defense. And so it's just kind of an exciting time of year to start getting down to some nitty-gritty.
Yeah, Coach Morton referenced earlier in the season the pre-district schedule and, how going through that gauntlet would help the Rabs once we got into district play. And we've seen certainly evidence of that through the first two district ball games. Rabs looking to continue that and continue to grow and develop against the Cardinals here this evening. Let's turn our attention to the starting lineups. Before I do that, just want to remind you this is the City National Bank pregame show, 2 locations to serve you, 401 U.S. Highway 59 in Queen City or 101 West Main in Atlanta. Come see what a personal banking relationship is all about and ask about our Thrive student accounts. Now we'll take a look at the starting lineups. Why don't we start with the offensive side of the ball first for the Rabs?
All right, so for the Rabs up front, we're going to have left tackle number 51, Landon Harper. Number 52 will be our left guard, Nate Hernandez. Center will be number 64, Jaden Richardson. Right guard will be number 50, Charles Tyson. And right tackle will be number 77, Dakota Davis. Under center will be number 16, Braden Thompson. In the backfield, we'll see number 6, Marshawn Woodbury. We'll also see a lot of wide receiver number 1, Jaden Riley in the backfield and also splitting out wide. Wide receiver number 11, Easton Patterson. Tight end / wide receiver number 3, C.J. Whaley. We'll also see tight end number 12, Liam McKinney. And a good bit of number 2, wide receiver DeAndre Simmons.
Yeah, Simmons and Whaley both on the field at the same time a week ago, and Rabs were able to execute some passes down the field and also some wide receiver bubble screens that paid off and moved the football. Looking for more of that tonight. Opposite that Rab defense, you've got the Sabine Cardinal defense. We've got The two ends for the Cardinals, number 50, Daniel Fierro, and number 9, Gennaro Bai. The nose tackle is number 54, Kelton Lee. The linebackers, number 5, Carter Peters, number 14, Lincoln Royce, and number 23, Angel Gaona. The cornerbacks, number 12, Ashton Tave, and number 15, Landry Laird. Then you've got essentially 3 safeties. They'll walk one of them up on the line of scrimmage or play up tight from time to time. Number 22, Aiden Swanson. Number 8, Siler Pierce. And number 6, Jeremiah Templeton. Those are your starters for the Sabine Cardinal defense. Let's flip it over and look at the Sabine Cardinal offense. The center is number 62, Wesley Price. Left guard, number 55, Dante Tolbert. The left tackle is number 54, Kelton Lee. Right guard, number 77, Chris Marmejo. And number 64, the right tackle, Cruz Royce. The quarterback for the Cardinals, number 10, Griffin DeHoyo. The tight end, number 14, Lincoln Royce. The running back, number 3, Damon Richardson. And the receivers, number 21, Cole Lovelace. Number 15, Landry Laird. And number 1, Terry Vanden. E, how about that Rabbit defense?
All right, so for the Rab defense up front, we're going to have in the middle number 99, Levi Cook, and number 33, Ian Riojas. Out on defensive end, we're going to have number 5, Dalen Collins, and number 18, Cam Williams. There'll be some rotations there, too, where C.J. Willie will come in there. Linebackers are going to be number 8, Eli Mitchell, and number 9, Kagan Lloyd, if he's good to go tonight. I'm not sure if his injury is going to keep him out tonight from last week or not. Secondary, we've got number 0, Caden Linwood, number 2, DeAndre Simmons, number 4, Kason Linwood, and then we'll see number 7, Magic Fortson, and also number 10, TJ Rainey, rotating in on the corner spot for the Rabs.
Those are your starters for tonight's game. Let's take our timeout. We'll come back and talk about the keys to the game, what the Rabs need to do to try to pick up win number 6 this evening. You're listening to the City National Bank pregame show on Cass County Radio, KALT, powered by Dairy Queen. Back in a moment.
At City National Bank, we thrive for your business. From an early age, we want to be your one-stop shop, your hometown bank. We will be here for you through all life changes. From the start of school, college graduation, to buying a home, all the way to retirement, we want to be there for you and with you. Our CNB Thrive student account is specifically designed to help students build strong financial roots while managing their money responsibly. Whether opening an account online or at a branch, the process is seamless and designed to fit into your busy schedule. The Thrive student account is a great way to introduce your child to financial responsibility. With the real-world experience managing their own money in a secure environment, they will gain valuable skills that will service them throughout their life. Partner with us, helping your child build strong financial roots and let them thrive with your hometown bank. City National Bank, the one-stop shop for your banking needs. And City National Bank, where we make banking easy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hungry? Let Dairy Queen satisfy your cravings with daily lunch specials that hit the spot and go easy on your wallet. Stop by your favorite DQ in Atlanta, Linden, Hughes Springs, Omaha, New Boston, Hooks, Wake Village, Texarkana, Jefferson, Clarksville, and Quitman. We're serving up hot deals every weekday. Monday, grab a Hunger Buster Junior Burger for just $2.48, or make it a combo with fries, a drink, and a small sundae for only $6.49. Tuesday is Taco Tuesday, just $1.29 each. Stack them up and dig in. On Wednesday, our famous Hunger Buster Burger is only $3.49. Or get the combo without a sundae for $6.99. And Thursday, you've earned comfort food. Get our chicken fried steak plate with crispy fries, gravy, Texas toast, side salad, and a drink for only $6.49. So swing by your local DQ today. Great food, great deals, and that classic Dairy Queen flavor you know and love.
Hey, Rab fans, welcome back to the City National Bank pregame show. 2 locations to serve you at 401 U.S. Highway 59 in Queen City or 101 West Main in Atlanta. Come see what a personal banking relationship is all about and ask about our Thrive student accounts. Eric McCall, Dylan Thompson with you. Your Atlanta Rabbits taking on the Sabine Cardinal tonight. And, I noticed this a lot like the Stanford Cardinal, it's Cardinal with no S on the end of it. So I'm assuming we're talking about the color and not the bird.
Right. So I guess if you say Cardinals, is it with an S or an apostrophe S?
I was never good at grammar.
Yeah.
I was more of a math guy.
If it's the bird, it's no apostrophe. If it's Cardinals Pride. Yeah, we'll have to get an answer on that.
We'll work on that.
Cardinal Pride.
Both schools playing their requisite fight songs. Rabs have made their way out onto the field, starting to stretch and warm up in the end zone. Got the maroon tunnel with the Atlanta down the side, Rabbits on the front with the old school running Rab on the front of that tunnel. Big Bad Band from Rabbitland is making their way into the stands across the way, taking up a third of the stands across the way. Rab fans starting to trickle in now on that far side. These later starts as we get through, well, not later starts, we played at 7 all year, but later in the year that sun starts to set a little quicker, and Rab fans across the way will be in the shade for the entire game tonight.
Yeah, the lights are on already, and we've got shade everywhere, and the sun's setting, and the temps are going to drop just a little bit tonight, so it's kind of a ideal early fall Friday night football game.
Starting to feel like football weather, finally. Well, let's take a look at our keys to the game. Eric's been researching all week, looking at the stats, watching film, and Eric has some keys to the game. Rabs execute these. We've got a good chance to pick up a win tonight.
That's right, yeah. ChatGPT knocked them out for me here. No, I'm kidding. So we talked a little bit about this earlier. One major key is going to be not letting this be a letdown game. You know, we're riding a little bit of a high here. We're excited. We've got a team that's really kind of on the upswing. Sabine is riding a winless season. Some of their games have been pretty close and close till halftime. Then the opponents have pulled away. So this is a classic trap game where if you look at the records and some of these scores, you'd think, this is going to be just kind of a cakewalk, or we're going to get the backups in. We're kind of already looking forward to just coasting in the second half, and we've got to avoid that. We need to stay sharp and execute, keep our heads in the game, and kind of come out from start to finish. And I think that's kind of a little feed off that, attitude that you want to see at a high level tonight is start quick, start strong, finish strongly.
Yeah, one of the things Coach Morton mentioned on the coaches show earlier this week with Jim Davenport. By the way, that's every Monday morning at 10 a.m. Got the Tyler Morton Atlanta Rabbit Head Coaches Show, broadcast live 900 AM, 95.5 FM, and also on the app, and also on the Facebook page with video. But one of the things he mentioned is that it's another, regardless of the opponent on the other side of the field, it's another week to improve and get better. And things not where they want it to be yet. And so tonight is another opportunity to work towards what they want to be, and which is playing your best football in week 11. And so there you go.
Yeah, there's always something to work on. And I know those coaches pour through film, and they're going to find some things to work on and things to get more reps on to shore up and to kind of butt down as the crunch time of the season starts to head our way.
So did anything ever happen in a game when you were playing where you thought, oh my gosh, that's going to be on film and we're going to have to watch that tomorrow?
Oh yeah. I mean, some interceptions. I remember one time we ran an option offense primarily. We threw a little bit, but it was under center veer option. And it was a freshman game maybe. And we were just running the ball all over the place. And so it was just run. It was kind of the same play over and over and over. And we had a lot of running backs shifting in there because it was a blowout win. And there was a running back in there that didn't play much and didn't know the plays very well. And so we call an option right. I take it off the tackle and kind of cut it up just a little bit. And right as I'm about to get just smashed by somebody, I pitch it, and the running back had gone the other way. So, like, whatever I saw was not the running back. So I just pitched it to nobody, and the other team picked up the fumble, and it was pretty embarrassing. There was nobody there to take the pitch.
So you knew immediately, I'm going to have to watch that exact same play.
Oh, yeah. And then, like, your parents are recording it with the giant VHS camera.
Zoomed right in on you.
Yeah. And then you just have to take your licks and take your medicine and just move on. And
that's right.
Just get over it.
How
about you? Anything that stands out?
No, I never did anything that I was ashamed of. Yes, constantly.
Let me text your dad.
Anytime you would whiff on a block and DeCorey would get blown up in the backfield, you knew
you were in the spotlight.
What was coming. Both teams making their way onto the field. We'll have the national anthem momentarily. Let's step to the side. We'll come back with the captains meeting at center field and the opening coin flip. Rabs taking on the Sabine Cardinals. This is Rabbit Football. Cass County Radio, KALT, powered by Dairy Queen.
At City National Bank, we thrive for your business. From an early age, we want to be your one-stop shop, your hometown bank. We will be here for you through all life changes. From the start of school, college graduation, to buying a home, all the way to retirement, we want to be there for you and with you. Our CNB Thrive student account is specifically designed to help students build strong financial roots while managing their money responsibly. Whether opening an account online or at a branch, the process is seamless and designed to fit into your busy schedule. The Thrive Student Account is a great way to introduce your child to financial responsibility. With the real-world experience managing their own money in a secure environment, they will gain valuable skills that will service them throughout their life. Partner with us, helping your child build strong financial roots and let them thrive with your hometown bank. City National Bank, the one-stop shop for your banking needs. And City National Bank, where we make banking easy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Cass County Radio, KALT is KPYN AM 900 Atlanta, 95.5 FMK 238BF Atlanta, and 103.9 FMK 280 GV Atlanta.
Price Hardware in Atlanta is open Monday through Saturday from 7:30 until 6 p.m. for all your hardware needs. Price Hardware can help you with just about any project. Their staff takes pride in customer service, lawn and garden tools, paint, housewares, plumbing, and much more. Price Hardware is open Monday through Saturday, 7:30 till 6 p.m. at 302 North William Street in Atlanta.
Frank Lanier at East Texas Realty specializes in the real estate market in East Texas, and he gives all of his customers personal attention. List your property with Frank Lanier at East Texas Realty. He'll work hard to make sure that it sells at a price it's worth, and he'll do the best to advertise the property and show it to as many real estate agents and prospective buyers as possible. You can expect the same personal service from Frank when you're looking to buy a property too. Frank Lanier wants to help you with your real estate needs. Call Frank Lanier at East Texas Realty in Linden at 903-756-7781.
Rabbit fans, welcome back to Sabine. Just wrapped up the national anthem, moments away from the opening kickoff here between the Rabs and Cardinals. There is an S on Cardinals.
Plural.
So not like the Stanford Cardinal, the actual bird.
Two of them, at least.
Captains meeting at the center of the field. First for the Sabine Cardinals, got Landry Laird, Kelton Lee, Lincoln Royce. For the Rabs,
looks like we've got Eli Mitchell, Jaden Riley, Cameron Williams, and one's kind of covered up. That might be Marshawn Woodbury. There we go.
Rabs in their road unis tonight, white jerseys, white pants, maroon lettering and numbering with the maroon helmet with the Atlanta script down the side and then the metallic number on the other side of the helmet. The Cardinals will be in blue jerseys with white lettering and numbering outlined in red, white pants with white helmets. Looks like the Rabs have won the coin toss. We will defer as we've done all season. So the defense will be on the field first. I think we've won the last 3 coin flips, have we not? So
I think so.
Don't know who's down there calling heads or tails, but Rabs have won the toss and defers. So Sabine will get the ball first to start this one. Just an absolutely beautiful night for high school football. Sun is down. Temperature is 15 degrees cooler than it was a week ago, E.
I think the low tonight is, we might hit some upper 50s tonight.
A nice drive home.
Maybe not at this game, but usually by the end of these games, it's going to be just a little bit chilly. You'll see about half the stands pulling out their little windbreakers and jackets and hoodies. And then all the dads are like, sweet.
Toughing it out.
Nice. Unbutton an extra button on the top of the collar, by the collar.
So Terry Vanden, Landry, Laird, and Princeton Jones back deep for the Cardinals. And C.J. Whaley, of course, will kick it off for the Rabs. Game number 7 on the year.
C.J. Whaley is
teed up.
With the ball teed up and excited. Coverage team's been doing a great job, so looking for them to continue their excellent performance.
A little trouble finding the game ball there. Tossed into Whaley now. He's got it teed up. We're ready to go. Rabs kicking off from our right to our left.
Rab bands over there in action already.
Whaley's kick is a high kick, end over ender, fielded at the 17. To the 25, 30, 40. Got Whaley to beat down the sideline. Whaley cuts inside of Whaley, and he's finally going to get slung down in Rabbit territory. So a nice return by Terry Vanden.
They did a great job of just kind of catching that little floater on the run and just never slowed down. We didn't get anything on him, so he was able to bust through there and almost take that one to the house.
I don't think he was touched until he was tackled at the Rab 39. So that Rabbit defense has got to go out there and stand tall here early. Here comes the Sabine offense, led by the sophomore quarterback, Griffin DeHoyo.
Another advantage of having a very athletic kicker is he's going to be decent at tackling.
Shotgun formation with Richardson to his left. 3 receiver set. Inside receiver in motion. They're going to fake the give, fake the reverse, looking to throw over the middle. Got a receiver behind the Rabbit defense, and he threw it too far, intended for Landry Laird. That was Magic Fortson on the coverage. Laird got behind Fortson, and the quarterback, DeHoyo, just threw it a little too far.
Yeah, they had something drawn up that they really liked on that one, trying to strike early here and make a statement, and had him beat by just a step or two and overthrew him.
Coach Morton also mentioned in the coach's show, going to see every kind of trick play in the book this week. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers left, 1 right. They're going to send Vanden in motion. They're going to give it to Richardson. He's got that. Ball's on the ground. Rabs have it. Simmons picks it up. And the Rabs force the turnover, the first one of the night. DeAndre Simmons, Johnny on the spot, returns it to the Sabine 49.
Huge play there. I'm not sure who busted through there, but looked like Eli Mitchell maybe knifed through there and got a hand right on the handoff. Running back wasn't able to tuck it and secure it. He just projectile, threw that ball forward, and it one hopped right into DeAndre's hands, and he almost scooped and ran that to the house. Took it to the house.
11:34 left in the first quarter. No score. Rabs have the ball. First offensive drive of the night at the Sabine 49. Thompson in the gun with Riley to his right. Thompson's going to throw it. Looking to throw the go on the far side. Throws it underneath to Whaley. Makes the catch at the 37. Now he's surrounded by Sabine players and knocked out of bounds at the 25. Thompson to Whaley.
Yeah, good job by Whaley there, kind of almost kind of back shouldering that one and just kind of holding his ground and maintaining position and just snagging that kind of almost like a rebound and then fighting in for another tough few extra yards there. So we'll pick up of almost 25 on that one.
First down Rabs at the Sabine 25. Same formation, twins right. This time Riley shifts to the left of Thompson. They're going to give it to Riley coming left. He bounces it outside, breaks the tackle at the 25. He's got the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Jaden Riley. We had 3 Sabine Cardinals bearing down on him and was able to outrun him to the corner and punch it into the end zone for the Rab touchdown.
Yeah, I was going to say that was just a really good individual effort by Jaden Riley. He kind of, I think that play was designed to go up the middle, and he quickly scooted outside and then just outran everybody around the corner, despite the fact that they had the angle on him. And then the final guy tried to tackle him at the goal line, and he just plowed through him.
Riley to hold, Whaley to kick the extra point. Snap back, hold down, kicks away, and it's good. 10:56 left in the first quarter. Our score, the Rabs 7, the Cardinals 0. We'll take a timeout. Rab football on Cass County Radio, KALT, powered by Dairy Queen.
Aging stops here. Ageless Perfection Beauty Bar, located at 304 Hickory, Queen City, Texas, can satisfy all of your beauty needs. With estheticians to achieve your healthiest, most radiant skin, hairstylists to do your hair, from lash lift and tint to volume eyelash extensions, you're guaranteed to leave feeling beautiful and confident. They also offer fine line tattoos, permanent jewelry, weight loss treatments, massage therapy, and more. Ageless Perfection Beauty Bar is located at 304 Hickory, Queen City, Texas. Aging stops here.
For all your insurance needs, call Frank Lanier at BB Boone Insurance Agency, located at 110 East Rush Street in Linden. BB Boone Insurance can assist you with homeowners insurance and auto, plus all types of commercial insurance too, including fire, auto, bonds, and general liability. BB Boone can provide you with health insurance, long-term care, Medicare supplements, annuities, and life insurance. Call Frank Lanier at BB Boone Insurance at 903-7565-579 or visit him at BB Boone Insurance.
All right, welcome
East
back
Rush
to
Street
Sabine
in
Cardinal
Linden.
Field, where your Rabs have jumped out to a quick strike 7-0 lead here. Sabine took the opening kickoff, almost took it to the house, and on the second play, coughed up a fumble, returned by DeAndre Simmons to midfield. Braden Thompson hooked up with C.J. Whaley for a 24-yard pass, and then one play later, Jaden Riley scampers around the left side for a 25-yard touchdown rush, extra point good. 7-0 with 10:55 left in the first.
Got a touchback on the kickoff, so Sabine with it 1st and 10 at their own 25. Snap to DeHoyo, gives to Richardson coming right. He's met in the hole by Eli Mitchell, and Eli Mitchell drops him for no gain. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Eli Mitchell's picking right up where he left off last week.
And notice, too, they've got Marshawn Woodbury in at linebacker. So Kagan Lloyd not ready to go tonight, and Marshawn Woodbury steps in at linebacker. How about that?
He looks like he could play linebacker. Fast and strong and one big muscle.
2nd down 10 for Sabine at their own 25. 3 receivers left, 1 right. They're going to send Richardson out. DeHoyle's going to throw the flare to him. He makes the catch, and he's dropped right where he caught the football, back at the 18-yard line. So loss of about 7 on that swing pass to Richardson, the running back. It'll be 3rd and 17 for the Cardinals at their own 19.
Yeah, as soon as that play started developing, the Rabs cornerback broke through his blocking and just blew that play up in the back.
I think that was Linwood over there.
Mm-hmm.
So 3rd and long for Sabine. 9:40 left in the first quarter. Rabs 7, Cardinals nothing. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers right, 1 left. DeHoyo looking to throw, gets some pressure up the middle, throws the screen, and it's too high. They looped the receiver into the middle of the field to catch that screen. That was Siler Pierce, but he couldn't come away with the football, and it's incomplete. And Sabine will send on the punt team.
Yeah, just a good job there by the Rab defense, putting them in a favorable down and distance play. Sabine had a nice play call on that. Looked like they might have had something there with that little middle wide receiver screen, but off his fingertips, falls incomplete, and we've got a 4th and long deep in Sabine territory, so the punt team is out.
Jaden Riley standing at his own 45 to receive this kick. Terry Vanden, the junior, is going to punt it away. Low snap, low kick, end over ender. Riley's going to go over there and grab it at his own 40. Coming right, cut off there, cuts it back in midfield and slung down near the 50. So the Ravs will have pretty good field position to start this drive as well. Tough punt to field there by Riley. It was a low line drive, end over ender, and they got it and came away with it clean and returned it to the Sabine 49. So the Ravs will take over at the same place they started the last drive.
Yeah, good job by Jaden. That ball was really spinning fast, so it could have rolled another 15, 20 yards. So he saved the Ravs probably 20 yards of field position by fielding that and returning it a few.
Simmons and Whaley split out to the right. Riley to the right of Thompson. Fakes the give to Riley, throwing the bubble screen to Whaley, looking for blockers, has a couple, bounces it outside, cuts it up at the 45. He's to the 40. He's got the first down, still on his feet. To the 35, still moving the pile all the way down to the Sabine 31-yard line. A heck of a run there by C.J. Whaley, and that's enough for the Rabbits to move the sticks.
Yeah, just a good play there. A little kind of inside, screen sort of pass to C.J. Whaley and made a few guys miss and then carried a few guys for another 6 or 8 yards. And
a good blocking downfield by DeAndre Simmons on that side, too, to spring Whaley for the first down. Ravs have it 1st and 10 at the Sabine 31. They lead it 7-0 with 8.5 left in the first quarter. This time Simmons goes right, Whaley goes left, Riley to the left of Thompson. They'll send Simmons in motion. He'll toss it to him, coming left, has a hole, bounces it outside, cuts it up. They got his helmet. There's the flag. So Simmons with the run down to the 26. The Sabine player, Aiden Swanson, had him by the helmet there, and they're going to get him for that.
Yeah, he grabbed a hold of that helmet, and he was bound and determined to either bring him down or bring that helmet off. I mean, he did not let go.
It looked like Dre's got it strapped up pretty tight tonight because that helmet did not come off.
Good job by the equipment crew.
There'll be a personal foul against Sabine. Braden's just excited that counts as a pass.
That's right.
And not a handoff. There's the penalty call. That'll move it down to the Sabine 23. Give the Ravs a first down there. 8:12 left in the first quarter. Ravs lead it 7-0. Same formation for the Rabbits. Simmons to the right, Whaley to the left, Riley to the left of Thompson. Snap to Thompson. Gives to Riley coming right. A nice pickup inside the 10-yard line down to about the 8. Give him 5 on that one. It'll be 2nd and 5 Rabbits at the Sabine 8.
Yeah, that play was blocked well on the right side over there. Jaden had a nice little hole to cut back into just inside of the right tackle, and nice gain on first down.
Riley checks out. Woodbury checks in. Simmons and Whaley split out to the right. Woodbury to the right of Thompson. They bring in an extra blocker at tight end, Aiden Shields. Thompson fakes the give to Woodbury, throws the bubble to Whaley, looking for a block. He's got to beat a man in the corner. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 5 near the sticks. Looks like they're going to mark him out at 3. That'll be enough to move the chains and give the Ravs a 1st and goal at the Sabine 3.
Whaley did a good job of catching that one kind of as he was moving towards the line of scrimmage so he could catch it quickly and move upfield and pick up the first. So brings up 1st and goal for the Ravs here at the 2-yard line.
Braden 3 for 3 so far.
4 for 4.
4 for 4. Ravs picking up chunk yardage, running the football, everything looking good so far. This time we're going to go Whaley right, Simmons left. Woodbury split out to the left, quite a ways from Thompson. Snap it to Thompson, pitch it to Whaley. Whaley cuts it up, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. That's the easiest touchdown pass you'll ever get.
Yeah, you love to see those coming as the quarterback. You're like, okay, that's a little shovel pass, and Whaley kind of bobbled that when he took that from Braden and corralled it in as he was cutting up to the line of scrimmage, and the power and momentum took him across the goal line, so Rabs on the board again.
Good job by Landon Harper and Nate Hernandez, and also Aiden Shields on that left side, opening up a hole for Whaley. Speaking of Whaley, he's kicking the extra point. Riley at a hole. Snap back, hold down, kicks away, and it's good. 6:45 left in the first quarter. Rabs 14, Cardinals nothing. Rab Football, Cass County Radio, KALT, powered by Dairy Queen. Back after this.
Jerry Berry AC and Electric has been servicing East Texas since 1975. You can rely on Jerry Berry AC and Electric for all your heating, air conditioning, and electrical needs. Jerry Berry is an authorized American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer. However, they service all brands. Service contracts are also available. Call Mike at Jerry Berry AC Electric at 9037567616.
Good evening, football fans. This is Eric McCall with the I-Guys. Just like the team you're cheering for tonight, we take things seriously, but we don't take ourselves too seriously. Our doctors use the latest technology to keep your vision sharp, and with our in-house lab, we can get your glasses made quickly, often the very same day. We're quick, efficient, and focused on giving you the best care with a friendly smile, because great eye care doesn't have to feel stressful. It should feel like family. So from all of us at the I-Guys, enjoy the game, keep smiling, and remember, clear vision starts with the I-Guys.
All right, welcome back here to Sabine Cardinal Field, where your Rabs have put another touchdown +1 on the board. So we've got a 14-0 lead here with about 6 minutes left. Rabs took the ball around midfield and drove down expediently, capped off by a 2-yard shovel pass from Braden Thompson to C.J. Whaley. Extra point was good. 14-0 Rabs.
That kickoff was fielded by Vanden again at his own 7-yard line, and another good return by the junior into Rabbit territory around the 43-yard line. So Sabine starting in plus territory. Their 2 kickoff returns have been quite good. Let's see what Sabine can do with this one. Hoyo in the gun. Richardson to his right. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Throws near side a curl, and it's wide of the mark, intended for Landry Laird. That was Magic Fortson on the coverage. 2nd and 10, Sabine.
Yeah, had an open guy there on the sidelines and just let him a little too far out and off his fingertips. Falls incomplete, 2nd and 10.
The lone concern for the Rabs so far tonight, kickoff coverage.
So far, yeah, Sabine's done a good job setting up those returns.
3 receivers set here, 2 right, 1 left for DeHoyo. He's going to hand it, fake the give to Richardson, throw it over the middle, and good coverage on the play by Hasten Linwood as he bats that one away. That one intended for Vanden. It's 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Linwood was just all over his guy. He
did not bite on that fake.
No, if he could have gotten another hand over there, he would have been the receiver. So good job there batting that down, and brings up another 3rd and long here for the Rab defense.
6:07 left in the first quarter. Rabs lead at 14-0. Here on a fall-like evening on October the 10th. C.J. Whaley checks in for Levi Cook. Whaley had a big game rushing from that defensive end spot a week ago. DeHoyo in the gun with Richardson to his left. Going to fake give. No, he's going to give it to him coming right. And Richardson's brought down around the 40. And, no, excuse me, that's Woodbury in on the tackle. Drops him after a 3-yard run. 4th and 7. And Sabine looking to go for this one.
Yeah, Woodbury did a good job of reading that play fake. Looked like it might be a play action, but they actually gave it to the running back, and Woodbury didn't fall for it and came up, made the tackle right on the line of scrimmage, and Dalen Collins came in and popped the running back pretty good too. So we got a 4th and long here.
2 receivers to each side of the formation. DeHoyo to throw it. Now he's under pressure, and he's going to get sacked back near the 49-yard line as Dalen Collins, Cam Williams, and Eli Mitchell, combine to drop DeHoyo for the sack on 4th and long, and the Rabbit defense gets the turnover on downs. Rabbit offense back on the field, 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Well, that play there kind of summed up the Rabs' attitude tonight. They kind of got their ears pinned back, and I think they're wanting to make a statement here. It looks like by their approach and their start. Eli Mitchell coming on a blitz there just totally bowled over their left tackle, and then the floodgates were open.
Rabs lead at 14-0 with 5:05 left in the first quarter. Thompson in the gun with Riley to his right. Simmons and Whaley both come over to the left side of the formation. Going to send Simmons in motion. Thompson's going to fake to give to Simmons, give it to Riley coming left, and he's going to be corralled in the backfield for a 2-yard loss back at the 44 as big number 54, Kelton Lee, was in the backfield on that play.
Yeah, he was, and he is a big old boy, and when he got a hold of Jaden Riley, there was no escaping those claws. So he did a great job there penetrating and bringing Jaden Riley down for a loss, which doesn't happen too often.
First negative play of the night.
Yeah, brings up a second long here.
2nd and 12 for the Rabs at their own 44. Twins right. Thompson fakes to give it to Riley. Thought about the bubble to Simmons. Now gets it to him. Simmons past the 40. It's back to the original line of scrimmage. He's got positive yardage there. Thompson looked like he punts to Simmons, pulled it back, and then flung it out there. And Simmons moves it to the 49. It'll be 3rd and long 7 for the Rabs.
Yeah, couldn't tell if Braden didn't like what he saw or if maybe he had to re-grip the ball, but a little pump fake and still got it out there for a positive, which worked out well.
Under 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter, Rabs on top 14-0, facing a 3rd and 7 at the Sabine at their own 49. Twins right for the Rabs, Riley to the left of Thompson. Takes the bubble screen, throwing the go to Whaley. He's got him wide open and just in front of him, maybe about a yard. Well, he had Whaley down the sidelines and overthrew him by a yard. It'll be 4th down, and the Rabs will punt it away.
Yeah, that was a great play call. You can kind of see the setup they've had with these little bubble screens on these receivers, and Braden did a good job of getting that cornerback to bite in on that pump fake, and then CJ was shooting down the hash marks and had his man beat, and Braden just let him a little too much, and the ball falls just out of his reach, incomplete, and brings up the 4th and about 7 here.
Bad news for CJ. He's going to run all the way back and punt this one away.
That's right, and then cover the ball too, cover the kick.
Easton Patterson to snap, and Easton moved the football. He picked the football up and moved it, and that'll be a false start or a snap infraction on Easton Patterson. That'll back him up 5. I was looking right at that. He picked it up and moved it forward. Do not do that.
Yeah, so they let you move it around and change your angles and get a little shifty, but
move it back to the Rab 44. CJ to kick it away to Vanden, who's already had 2 really good kickoff returns tonight. Well, he's got the snap, punts away. It's a high knuckleball. Good hang time on that one. Rabbit coverage team gets down there. It goes inside the 20, still rolling, and they're going to say it hit the out-of-bounds line on the far side at the 25. So Sabine will take over at their own 25-yard line with 3:25 left in the first quarter. The Rabs on top 14-0.
Good job there by CJ to get that punt down there and kind of flip the field and see if the Rabs can't have another deep in the Sabine territory stand.
DeHoyo brings the Sabine offense back out. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Richardson, the running back, to the left of DeHoyo. Both DeHoyo and Richardson, sophomores. A lot of young players on both these teams contributing tonight. Looks like Sabine is missing a player on the offensive side, and that's going to force Sabine to take their first time out of the half. We'll step to the side. 3:25 left. Rabs 14, Cardinals nothing. Rabbit football on Cass County Radio. KALT, powered by Dairy Queen.
C&C Tire and Service Center, located at 714 U.S. Highway 59 in Atlanta. Charlie's the general manager with over 28 years experience in the tire business. They have 2 mechanics with 20 plus years experience combined. Our tire technicians are some of the best around with over 40 years experience combined. Tyler, James, Steven, Martine, and Lakin. They have an alignment machine that is the best money can buy. We will offer all types of tires, including locally built Cooper tires. Our mechanics are experts with all kinds of steering and suspension work, and also brakes. And guess what? Where they're offering oil changes and any routine maintenance work. They'll eventually be offering AC repair, and they're proud to be serving the community in which they live. Take pride in the fact that that shop is locally owned by Freddie and Crystal Campbell. Come see the local guys you know and trust. They're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 6. The phone number, 430-562-2846. Once again, that's CC Tire and Service Center, 714 U.S. Highway 59, right here in Atlanta. Come see the local guys you know and trust.
All right, welcome back to Sabine Cardinal Field, where your Rabs have a 14-0 lead here as the first quarter's kind of winding down here. Sabine's got the ball on their own 20. Looks like they're on 29 here at second and about 7.
It was a 4-yard run by Richardson on first down. You're going to fake the give to another. They're going to give it to him again up the middle. Rabbit defense stands tall. No gain on that one. It'll be 3rd and 6 for Sabine at their own 29. Rabs lead at 14-0 with 2.5 left in the first. Rab defensive front dominating so far. Cook, Riojas, and Cam Williams, along with Dalen Collins. If you're just joining us, Marshawn Woodbury getting the start at linebacker in place of the injured Kagan Lloyd. Sabine now looking to burn some clock before they call the play.
Taking their time getting this one in.
2 receivers left, 1 right. De Hoyo in the shotgun. Takes the gift, throws it over the middle. It's caught for a first down near midfield. They just sent the tight end right up the field. That's Leakin Royce. He got inside of the Rabbit defenders and made the catch and moves the sticks out to their own 49.
Yeah, good play action pass there right up the middle for about a 20-yard gain there. Brings the ball up to the 49 of the Cardinals.
The old 6 pass. Love to see it.
That's right.
Sabine waiting until 15 seconds remaining on the play clock before they signal in the play. 4 receivers in this formation, 3 left, 1 right. De Hoyo takes the snap, looking to throw, has some pressure, flushed out to his left. Now he's going to tuck it and run. He's got some green grass over there, but Marshawn Woodbury tracks him down, and after about a 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6, Marshawn Woodbury ran a long way to make that tackle.
Yeah, it looked like the quarterback had a lot of space over there and had maybe Marshawn beat on the angle, but the speed and determination of Marshawn won out on that one. So good tackle there and saved what could have been a big gain to about a 4-yard gain.
2nd and 6 for Sabine at the Rab 47. He's got a little momentum here, moving the sticks. 2 receivers right, 1 left. De Hoyo takes the snap, going to hand it off up the middle, breaking some tackles across the 45 down to about the 43 is the Sabine running back, Angel Gano. It'll be about 2 yards short of the first down marker. It'll be 3rd and a long 2 here. 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Sabine's going to let the clock run out on the first quarter. End of 1 here at Sabine. Rabs lead at 14-0. Cardinals facing the 3rd and 2 when we come back at the Rab 43. Rab football on Cass County Radio, KALT, powered by Dairy Queen, serving up the best taste in eats, treats, and drinks in the Lone Star State.
Big news, Cass County Radio. East Texas Meat Slingers has officially moved into our brand new location at 110 Northeast Street in Atlanta, Texas, right across from the Chamber of Commerce and next door to Harp's Jewelers. After 2 years of serving our community, we're stepping into a larger space that gives us room to grow and serve you better. By popular demand, we have new store hours so you have more opportunities to get the goods you want. We are open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Don't forget, we are now hosting a farmer's market every first and third Saturday of the month from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here at our new location. This is your chance to shop fresh baked goods, local produce, and more, all from your neighbors in East Texas and the surrounding areas. So stop by East Texas Meat Slingers' new location and see what all the hype is about. Premium meats, local flavor, and a true community gathering place. Come hungry, shop local, and see why we're proud to call Atlanta home. East Texas Meat Slingers, feeding families and fueling our community.
All right, welcome back here, football fans, where Sabine is still in control of the ball here for the start of the second quarter. They got the ball on the Rabbit 43. Facing a third and a long 2 here.
Shotgun formation, 2 receivers right, 1 left. The Hoya back there with Ghana. And they're going to hand it off, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield for a 3-yard loss. Cam Williams slicing through his defensive end position, dropping him for a loss. Back to the 47. It'll be a 4th and 6 now for Sabine. It looks like they're going to send on the punt team to try to pin the Rabbits deep.
Just a great job there by Cam Williams. Made a move and knifed through the backfield and met the running back right after he got the handoff and drug him down for about a 3-yard loss. So that kind of changed the Sabine Cardinals' mind on what to do here.
I said he came from his defensive end spot, but they actually brought in C.J. Whaley and shifted Cam down to a D tackle. So he came right up the middle on that one.
That was a new look we saw last week.
Abandoned to punt. It's a low punt. Hits at the 33, takes a Sabine roll down to the 25-yard line, and that's where the Rabbit defense will take over. 1st and 10 at their own 25. Rabbit offense back on the field with 11 minutes left in the second quarter, and the Rabs on top, 14-0.
See if we can't repeat the success of the first quarter here in the second. So Rab offense comes back on the field. We've got the extra tight end in the lineup. We've got McKinney and Shields.
Simmons and Whaley to the right. Riley to the right of Thompson in the gun. Takes the snap. Gives to Riley coming left. Bounces it outside. He's got the 35-40, 45-50. He's down the sidelines. Can Sabine cut him off at the angle? He's cut the side at the 20, and he's going to take it the distance. Jaden Riley with a head fake on about the 30-yard line fooled Sabine, and he's going to take it all the way for a 76-yard Rabbit touchdown.
Man, that was obviously a well-blocked play at the line, and Jaden got through that left side really well. Got to the secondary, and as he was running down the sidelines, he had 2 Sabine Cardinals that had the angle on him, one beside him and one ahead of him, and he kind of did a little head fake, slow down, and then he planted and cut back into the field right between those 2 guys, and 2 guys that should have had him dead to rights basically didn't even touch him.
Whaley's extra point is up and good. 10:38 left in the second quarter. Rabs now lead it 21-0 over the Sabine Cardinals. Rabbit football, Cass County Radio, KALT, powered by Dairy Queen.
Are you needing to fix up your vehicle or ATV? Come on down to Roark's Auto Parts for the best parts, prices, and unbeatable customer service. We'll find the parts you're looking for, whether it be for your car or truck, diesel, industrial vehicle, ATV, or lawn care machine. Roark has your Gates belts, Witz filters, and Continental batteries. Come put the Roark crew to the test. 100 East Main Street, Atlanta, or give them a call, 903-796-2831.
Price Hardware in Atlanta is open Monday through Saturday from 7:30 until 6 p.m. for all your hardware needs. Price Hardware can help you with just about any project. Their staff takes pride in customer service, lawn and garden tools, paint, housewares, plumbing, and much more. Price Hardware is open Monday through Saturday, 7:30 till 6 p.m. at 302 North William Street in Atlanta.
All right, football fans, welcome back to Sabine as the Raps have taken a 21-0 second quarter lead here on a one-play, 76-yard TD run by Jaden Riley. You know, as he was going down that left sideline, Dylan, and he kind of made that cut back through those two kids. That, you know, I don't mean this in a bad way, but it looked kind of like when a dad's juking one of his kids out in the backyard and just kind of showing off, and he kind of just, and then they don't even touch him. So heck of a run by Jaden Riley. Well blocked at the line, and then Jaden's speed and vision was too much. So extra point was good. 21-0. Your Rabs.
Vanden, Rabs kickoff team with their best coverage of the night. They hold Vanden's return to his own 42. First time tonight he has not returned it back into our end of the field.
Yeah, he's going to be their MVP before the night's over if we keep scoring and he keeps doing that.
Now, looks like we got a new quarterback in the game now. Can't see his number, but I'll get it for you in a moment. 2 receivers right, 1 left. There's the snap. Going to give it to Richardson, and he's bottled up by Ian Riojas in the backfield. Drops him for a loss back to the 38-yard line. Loss of 4 on that one. 2nd and 14. Nice play by Ian Riojas. That was De Hoyo in there at quarterback. His jersey was a little disheveled, so couldn't pick up that extra digit.
Yep, same crew. Just a good individual effort by Riojas there, just beating this guy, and solo tackle in the backfield for a 4-yard loss.
Approaching the 9.5-minute mark. Left in the second quarter. Rabs on top 21-0. Hoyo takes the snap, looking to throw. Right side, he's got a man at the 41. Breaks the tackle across the 45 and out to about the 49-yard line. Casey Linwood was there right after he made the catch, but could not bring him down. Nice run there by the young man. That's Vanden again. Got it out to the 49. It'll be about 3 yards short of the first down marker. 3rd and 3 for Sabine. Vanden showing up all over the field, the junior for these Cardinals.
Yeah, he's very active for the Cardinals in this first half.
Hoyos gives it to Richardson up the middle. He's got the first down into Rabbit territory down to about the 47. And moves the chains, and Sabine now showing some tempo here back to the line. This down at the Rab 46. Eli Mitchell on the tackle for the Rabbits.
Yeah, Sabine's offense gets in position, gets in their formation, and then everyone kind of just turns, kind of like the White Oak team does, and they look to the sideline and get the play call in at the last second, or with about 10 or 12 seconds on the play clock, and then they get ready to run it here with about 5 seconds left on the play clock.
Same formation for the Cardinals. 2 receivers left, 1 right. The Hoyos is going to give it to Richardson up the middle, and this time he's slung down for no gain as Ian Riojas makes another tackle.
Yeah, Riojas tonight looks like he's playing like a man on a mission.
Sorry about that. We got an injured Cardinal. That's Richardson. He pops up, able to walk off under his own power. Hope that young man's okay.
Yeah, it was a pretty aggressive tackle there by Riojas.
Saying there was a little frustration taken out there.
Just excitement, it looked like. I think he looked pumped up. And
no gain on that run by Richardson. 2nd and 10.
Maybe just
for
knocked the wind out of him.
Cardinals. The Rab 46. Clock rolling here with 7:37 left in the second quarter. Hoyos takes the snap, looking to throw. Flushed out left side. Now he's going to throw it away there as Eli Mitchell brought the pressure. It'll be 3rd and 10 for Sabine. Good decision there by DeHoyo. Nowhere to go with it. Get rid of it. 3rd and 10.
Yeah, once he got out of the pocket, too, there were a couple Rabs that are not very slow on their feet coming at him. So good job by Mitchell and Cam Williams kind of forcing him to throw it away and not giving him any more time to run or search for a downfield receiver.
Clock stop with 7:22 left in the second quarter. Rabs on top 21-0. Sabine, by the way, does have 2 timeouts. DeHoyo looking to throw the screen over the middle, and it's caught at the 45 to the 40, and he's hit, and he's got a knee down around the 42. So that'll be about 6 yards short of the first down. Nice job by Dre to come in and make the tackle on Royce. That was the same tight end that caught the 6 pass a minute ago. That was a tight end screen right in the middle, made the catch, but only about 4 on that one. 4th and 6 at the Rab 42.
Yeah, and that play again looked like Sabine had one really drawn up well, and DeAndre just made a great job knifing in there and putting a pretty good pop on that guy's knee and brought one knee to the ground and whistle blew, and now stops him for a long 4th down play here. So 4th and about 6.
3 receivers left, 1 right. Now we got a whistle and a timeout taken by Sabine. That'll be their second of the half. 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. Rabs lead at 21-0. Rab football, Cass County Radio, KALT, powered by Dairy Queen.
Bob's Printing at 806 West Main can help you make a splash with your printing needs. Posters, banners, magnetic and yard signs, brochures, business forms, and more. Bob's Printing, 806 West Main, Atlanta. Call 903-796-7991.
Cass County Radio, KALT is KPYN AM 900 Atlanta, 95.5 FMK 238BF Atlanta, and 103.9 FMK 280 GV Atlanta.
All right, welcome to Sabine Cardinal Field, where we've got 6:15 left here to play. Sabine is facing a 4th and 6 on the Rabs 42-yard line here. Rabs up 21-0, off to a good, strong first half start here. Looking for another big defensive play. Defense has been showing out tonight, so big 4th down here in the halfway through the second quarter.
4 receivers in this formation for the Cardinals, 2 to each side. That's Ghana to the right of DeHoyo in the gun. Looking to throw. Got some time. Now he's got some pressure up the middle. Scrambles to his right. Spins off a tackle, and he'll be stopped short of the first down marker. In fact, no gain on that quarterback scramble by DeHoyo, and the Rabbit defense wishes another turnover on downs here. So it'll be Rab ball at their own 42 with 5:55 left in the second quarter. Rabs do have all 3 of their timeouts, leading 21-0.
Good job there by the Rab secondary, locking down those receivers, giving the Rab defensive front time to make a play, and Cam Williams came over and brought the quarterback down on what looked like might be a first down for a turnover on downs.
Yeah, that was a coverage sack. That's a great point. Thompson looking to throw. Throws it in the flat to McKinney, makes the catch at the 45, cuts it up at the 50, runs over a Sabine defender at the 47, and Liam McKinney with a catch and run down into Sabine territory at the 44. That's a fullback's dream.
Yeah, that's what you like to see with a guy with a neck roll, is catch a ball in a flat, cut it back in, looking for some contact, run over a dude or two, and then first down, about a 14-yard pickup on that play.
Right, looked like he wanted to go deep there and then just checked it down to McKinney. Thompson to throw again. Ball's on the ground, picks it up. Now he's under pressure. Scrambling right, got away from some pressure. Now he's going to be dropped back in Sabine territory near the 46. He just dropped the snap on that one.
Yeah, when you drop the snap, and then he did a good job corralling it, but then things are just flying at you when you're kind of scrambling around. You can't make heads or tails of what's happening, so you're just trying to run for your life, and then if you catch a glimpse of somebody to throw it to, you're going to heave it to them real fast and just no time to do it. So big loss on the sack there.
And loss of 10 on that one. 2nd and 20 at our own 45. They're going to shift Riley out to receiver with Simmons on the bottom of the formation. That's Whaley at the top of the formation. He's going to throw it over the middle for Whaley. Makes the catch at the 30, all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Thompson to C.J. Whaley inside the Sabine 20, and that will convert and move the sticks. That's a good throw there.
Great throw. Tight coverage right over the defender into C.J. Whaley's hands for 35-yard pass right down that left hash. Tight end up the middle. Hey, that's a 6 pass with an athletic tight end right there.
Yeah, that looked good. I like it. First down, Rabs at the Sabine 20. Four receivers in this formation. Eli Mitchell, C.J. Whaley right, Riley and Simmons left with Woodbury to the left of Thompson. They'll fake to give to Woodbury. Thompson's going to keep it around the left side. Cut it up at the 25. He's inside the 10. That'll be enough for a first down to about the 8-yard line. How about that little quarterback keeper around the left side?
Good job there. Nice read. Cut it back in. Got met with some contact there. Picked up about 12 on that rush for a first down. Brings up a 1st and goal from the 8. Like to see a little variety there, so adding some things to the
new wrinkle
repertoire.
1st and goal, Rabs at the Sabine 8. Simmons right, Whaley left, Riley to the left of Thompson. Fake to give to him. They're going to throw the fade to Whaley in the end zone, and it's going to be knocked down. That's good defensive play over there by the Sabine corner. That's Ashton Cave.
Got a flag down too, Dylan.
Do have a flag in the end zone.
It looked like Whaley had a hard time getting his hands up to try to make a play on the ball, so they might call defensive holding or a pass interference. Kind of thought they might do a no call on that one and just say it was tight, good, kind of fighting for the ball.
That ref's got to go all the way to the back corner of the end zone to get the call. I guess the radios aren't working tonight.
Rab offense is ready to go and run the next play, and the officials are having to tell them to pump the brakes a little bit. Here comes the call.
Got pass interference on Sabine. That'll be a half the distance, so it'll move it, 4 yards? 2nd and goal from the 4.
2nd and goal from the 4.
That's right. Gives them an automatic first down. So 1st and goal from the 4. Thompson with the snap, looking to throw in the flat to Hayden Shields, and he overthrew him. Had him wide open in the flat at the goal line, and he just overthrew him. 2nd and goal from the 4. Or 2, excuse me.
Yeah, Shields was open in the flats just over his fingertips there, and brings up a 2nd down and goal from the 2.
Made the right read there, just got to execute.
Shields is in the backfield there again, maybe going to line up as the right side tight end.
McKinney on the left side with Riley to the left of Thompson. Thompson to throw, throwing the fade to Whaley. Corner of the end zone, went up with one hand and made the catch, but he's out of bounds. 3rd and goal at the 2. We approach the 2-minute mark.
Yeah, that was a heck of a catch by Whaley, but it was out of bounds.
Actually caught it with one hand. Looked like Michael Trigg, the tight end for the Baylor Bears, grabbing that one with one hand.
Well, you know, with that one hand, he couldn't get the other one up. It looked like they might get a PI call on that one, too. With he was kind of getting drugged down on that left shoulder and had to just make a huge effort.
We've reached the 2-minute mark. Left in the 2nd quarter. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Raps 21, Cardinals nothing. Rap Football, Cass County Radio, KALT, powered by Dairy Queen.
This is Jana with Jana's Mercantile, your local gift shop in downtown Atlanta, Texas, where you can find locally made gifts, Texas-themed, and Texas-made products. Myra Bag purses and accessories, a full line of Rocasa Organics, wellness and beauty products, and so much more. That's Jana's Mercantile. Come see us at 116 North William Street, downtown Atlanta, Texas. It's Jana's Mercantile at the corner of William and Hiram Street.
All right, welcome back. We've got a 3rd and goal here on the 2. Rabs are getting ready to line up with a a tight formation here, twins right. Marshawn Woodbury in the backfield.
Thompson's going to give it to Woodbury up the middle into the end zone for the score. Well, they tried really hard to get a passing touchdown on that drive. They had three chances, couldn't get it. Gave it to Marshawn up the middle finally for the touchdown, and Whaley on to attempt the extra point. Riley to hold. There's the snap. Kick is away just inside the left upright. It's good.
You've got a flag on the play.
Flag down. That's going to be offsides on Sabine. The Rabs will. Surely they'll decline that. Or you can take it on the kickoff. Minute 45 left in the third. Rabs 28, Sabine nothing. We'll take a timeout. Rab football brought to you by Dairy Queen on Cass County Radio, KALT.
Looking for something special? Dive into the Rabbit Hole Mall and Resale Shop, a vintage lover's dream. With over 80 vendors, you'll find everything from unique furniture to rare collectibles, all in one place. Located at 216 East Hiram Street in downtown Atlanta, we're open Monday from 11 to 5 and Tuesday through Saturday from 10 to 5. It's the perfect spot to explore, discover, and shop for timeless treasures. Visit the Rabbit Hole Mall and Resale Shop today at 216 East Hiram Street, downtown Atlanta. Your next find is
Quality Building, Highway 59 in Queen City is your place to shop for all your steel building and metal roofing needs. They have everyday low prices for the general public and for contract. Also, they have a state-of-the-art custom trim shop on site, and they deliver all your steel building and metal roofing. Locally owned and operated since 1993. Come by and see Wesley and Christy Nutt or their team of loyal employees who will help you with all your building needs. That's Quality Building, Highway 59 in Queen City and QualityBuildingQC.com.
All right, welcome back, football faithful, as the second quarter is coming to a close here with just under 2 minutes here left. The Rabs have taken the score up another notch here and put 28 points on the board. Rabs took over on their own 42-yard line. 8 plays later, Marshawn Woodbury was able to cross the goal line for a 2-yard touchdown run. Extra point was good by C.J. Whaley, so we've got a 28-0 score here with 1:40 left in the second quarter.
CJ booted that kickoff into the end zone, so Vanden did not have an opportunity to return that kick. First down, Sabine at their own 25 here. They have one timeout left. The Hoyo in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 right. That's Ghana to his left. They're going to hand it off. Coming right. Hit at the line of scrimmage, spins off that tackle and gets maybe a yard or 2 on that carry. Second down, 8. Clock rolling with a minute and a half left in the second quarter.
Yeah, the Sabine running back who's in there now, number 23. A little bit different style running back, a little thicker, a little more power. Maybe not quite as fast as number 3 was. So grinding away for some yards here as the clock continues to tick away here.
Yeah, Richardson, who got injured on the last drive, still on the sidelines, has not come back into the game. Sabine letting that play clock run down inside of 10 seconds now, signaling the play in under a minute left in the second quarter. Same formation for Sabine. They're going to hand it off up the middle. He's across the 30 out to about the 32-yard line. It'll be 3 yards short of the first down marker. It'll be 3rd down and 3 for Sabine.
Just a good up-the-middle run there by the running back number 23, Guyana. Sabine pretty content to let the clock roll.
Yeah, game clock and play clock are almost synced up, so Sabine does not have to run another play if they don't want to. Looks like they are. Signaling that end here with 16 seconds left on the game clock. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Ghana to the left of the Hoyos takes the snap. Now we got a whistle. False start on Sabine with 2 seconds left in the second. Just a tough first half if you're a Sabine Cardinal fan.
Yeah, the Rabs have kind of showed up and kind of put it on them here and done what they've needed to do here. We get ready to close out this first half.
Instead of the Rabs taking the penalty, they will accept a 10-second runoff, and that'll be the end of the first half. Atlanta 28, Sabine 0. We'll calculate the first half stats and be right back with you here on Cass County Radio, KALT. Rab football brought to you by Dairy Queen. Back in a moment.
Big news, Cass County Radio. East Texas Meat Slingers has officially moved into our brand new location at 110 Northeast Street in Atlanta, Texas, right across from the Chamber of Commerce and next door to Harp's Jewelers. After 2 years of serving our community, we're stepping into a larger space that gives us room to grow and serve you better. By popular demand, we have new store hours so you have more opportunities to get the goods you want. We are open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Don't forget, we are now hosting a farmer's market every first and third Saturday of the month from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here at our new location. This is your chance to shop fresh baked goods, local produce, and more, all from your neighbors in East Texas and the surrounding areas. So stop by East Texas Meat Slingers' new location and see what all the hype is about. Premium meats, local flavor, and a true community gathering place. Come hungry, shop local, and see why we're proud to call Atlanta home. East Texas Meat Slingers, feeding families and fueling our community.
With over 60 years of experience, let our family help your family say goodbye. Sasser Funeral Home, located at 100 Dangerfield Street in Naples, Texas, with full-service funeral arrangements, cremations, headstones, and monuments. With our life insurance options, where the insurance benefits can help with the funeral cost and also pay benefits to your family. With local owners, Mr. Jesse and Miss Ida Sasser, who have a vested interest in the community, they care about people. If you ever need to sit down and discuss what your family needs are, we're here to serve you. With everything going up, Sasser Funeral Home is here to serve you while working with you in your time of need. If you mention Cass County Radio, KALT, there will be a discounted rate for your funeral services. For more information, call 903-897-0800 or 214-621-9942. Ask for Jan Coffee at Sasser Funeral Home. Your family funeral.
Are you stressed out about the upcoming tax season? Are you worried about leaving money on the table? Then you need a CPA who is up to date on the latest developments and tax laws. You need Z Barfoot CPA. With Z, you have the option of online portals, e-filing for faster refunds, and the same personal experience every year. Z can prepare your returns without you mailing documents or even leaving the house. Looking for the last tax man you'll ever need? You have found him. Z was born and raised in Cass County, so he knows Cass County. Make sure your family is in good hands with Z Barfoot CPA, a name you know with ethics you can trust. Call Z at 903-244-0446. That's 903-244-0446.
This is Bobby Joe with Genesis Prime Care Ellington Memorial Clinic, and we want you to know your health is our priority and your schedule matters. We're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and our walk-in clinic is open Saturdays from 8 a.m. to noon, so you can get care when it works for you. Our services include family medicine, pediatrics, behavioral health, and more, all in one place, right here in your community. We're accepting new patients, and whether you have insurance or not, it's no problem. We have options to make your care accessible and affordable. Give us a call today at 903-796-2868 and take the first step toward Prime Health. That's 903-796-2868, or visit us online at genesisprimecare.org to learn more. Genesis Prime Care Ellington Memorial Clinic. Compassionate care close to home.
Cass County Radio, KALT is KPYN AM 900 Atlanta, 95.5 FMK 238BF Atlanta, and 103.9 FMK 280 GV Atlanta.
Hey, Rabbit fans, welcome back to the East Texas Meat Slingers halftime show. Our halftime score, Rabs 28, Cardinals 0. Not much negative to say about that first half, E. But before we get to that, I want to let you know that East Texas Meat Slingers has moved to their new location. They're now located at 110 Northeast Street in Atlanta. I went by last Saturday for their grand opening. They've got a huge storefront now, big processing facility there in the back of that building, and it's just one of my favorite places to go on the weekend. Is to go.
It's a big spot
get
too.
Some steaks and sausage and grill it up with the weather like it is. Another good weekend for that. So make sure you stop by East Texas Meat Slingers. Their phone number 903-650-9898. Eric's been crunching the first half stats. Take it away.
All right, so we'll start with some Sabine stats. The defense for the Rabs was pretty stingy here, so not a lot going with the Sabine offense, but their running back that started the game, Damon Richardson, number 3, had 6 carries for 5 yards. The fill-in running back, secondary running back, number 23, that's subbed in for the second quarter, had 4 carries for 7 yards, and the quarterback had a couple carries for 4 yards also. The quarterback, which is number 10, Griffin DeHoyos, finished the first half 3 of 7 for 30 yards. Leading receiver was number 14, Lincoln Royce, 2 catches, 26 yards. And probably for the Sabine squad there, the highlight of the first half was the return game.
Yeah, Vanden had 2 really good returns. The couple of times we kicked it to him. And he had a big reception, too, on the offensive side of the ball as well, I believe. Yep. So he had
a couple catches.
Bright spot for him offensively. But the Rabs did, I think, what they wanted to do, which was come out, get on the board early, and dominate the first half. And they did that, leading 28-0 here at the half.
Yeah, over on the Rabs side of the football, we got a few more things to talk about. Stat-wise, the Rabs are pretty efficient with their possessions, so we don't have tons and tons of carries and completions because we've got some quick scores kind of happening here. But on the ground, Jaden Riley finished the first half 4 carries, 104 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Marshawn Woodbury had 1 short goal line carry for 2 yards and a touchdown. Braden Thompson had a nice run in the first half for 12 yards. Speaking of Thompson, he finished the first half 9 of 13. Started the game with 7 straight completions. Finished 9 of 13 in the first half for 110 yards and 1 touchdown. That touchdown was to C.J. Whaley, who was by far the leading receiver in the first half. He had 5 catches for 86 yards and a touchdown. DeAndre Simmons had a couple catches for 10 yards. And Liam McKinney had a nice catch for a 14-yard gain and a nice first down there in the first half. So those are your first half stats. Not many penalties either, Dylan. I had Mason Lafferty text me and said, man, that's the fastest half I think we've had. And it was. We only had 4 penalties called, 4 penalties assessed, let's put it that way. So not a lot of clock stoppages. And Sabine ran the ball a lot, and so did we. And there goes the first half.
It took about an hour to knock that out.
Very efficient.
So we've seen games at both ends of the spectrum now in 2025.
Yeah.
But very efficient, and Coach Morton's got to be pleased with the first half effort from the Rabbits. Let's take our first timeout. This is the East Texas Meat Slingers halftime show located at 110 Northeast Street in Atlanta. They want to thank you again for your support and patronage. Their number 903-650-9898. Let's take a timeout. We'll be back with you. Look at some scores from around the district. This is Rabbit Football powered by Dairy Queen on Cass County Radio, KALT.
Big news, Cass County Radio. East Texas Meat Slingers has officially moved into our brand new location at 110 Northeast Street in Atlanta, Texas, right across from the Chamber of Commerce and next door to Harp's Jewelers. After 2 years of serving our community, we're stepping into a larger space that gives us room to grow and serve you better. By popular demand, we have new store hours so you have more opportunities to get the goods you want. We are open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Don't forget, we are now hosting a farmer's market every first and third Saturday of the month from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here at our new location. This is your chance to shop fresh baked goods, local produce, and more, all from your neighbors in East Texas and the surrounding areas. So stop by East Texas Meat Slinger's new location and see what all the hype is about. Premium meats, local flavor, and a true community gathering place. Come hungry, shop local, and see why we're proud to call Atlanta home. East Texas Meat Slingers, feeding families and fueling our community.
Medicare Thrive is your local source for expert Medicare enrollment advice with over 30 years experience in insurance and 5 years working specifically with Medicare recipients. And now is the time to make your appointment for plan review during Medicare annual enrollment from October 15th to December 7th. You can reach Amy Gunstanson at 430-999-2271 for all your life and health insurance needs. But things have certainly changed for 2026. Did you know that Medicare has dropped the Medicare Advantage value-based insurance model, changed the requirements to get a grocery card, increased drug plan costs and copays, and even changed the rules to make a plan change? Managing your medical risk and protecting your assets just got a bit more complicated, even if you have nothing more than a savings account. So get the full scoop on Medicare changes, all your choices, and all the information you need to make an informed, confident decision by calling Amy Gunstanson at 430-999-2271 for an appointment to review your Medicare options this year.
The Wesley House is the perfect place for seniors who value their independence, yet need help with daily activities such as bathing, dressing, and medication assistance. We focus on individual wellness and encourage continued independence with a tailored plan of assistance provided by well-trained team members available 24 hours a day. At Wesley House, our assisted living residents enjoy living spaces designed for privacy, comfort, and accessibility, large windows, convenient kitchenettes, and floor plans that suit individual tastes. We encourage all residents to bring their own furniture and decorate their room with personal items, artwork, and family photos, all the things that make a place to live feel like home. Every room is also equipped with an emergency call response system for added confidence. Let our house be your home. Call Linda Hill, the Executive Director, today for a free, no-obligation assessment at 903-796-6300.
Hey, Rabbit fans, welcome back to halftime. Our halftime score: Atlanta 28, Sabine nothing. A dominant first half by the Rabbits on both sides of the ball, and that's the reason for the lead here at the half. This is the East Texas Meat Slingers halftime show. They have moved to their new location, 110 Northeast Street in Atlanta. They thank you for your support, and going to have a nice weekend for some grilling action with the temperatures being a lot lower this weekend than last weekend. So give them a call to place your order now, 903-650-9898. So it's like a hamburger weekend to me. Good weekend to cook a hamburger.
Hey, man, I'm always down for a good hamburger. That's like the fallback thing to order. You go somewhere and you're like, this menu is a little, I'm not really sure. And then you just kind of look at whoever you're with and say, can I just get a burger?
Hard to screw that up. Huh?
Yeah. And when you've got a good spot like the Meat Slingers, putting out some good products, you know that burger is going to be top shelf.
That's right. Well, I tell you what, we got some time here. The Big Bad Band from Rabbitland has wrapped up their performance. I do believe they have a competition in Mount Pleasant tomorrow.
Yeah, they look ready.
That is. So Bandtober has arrived. Now the Sabine Cardinal High School Band is on the field and performing their halftime show. Let's take a look at some scores from around the area in the district. Jefferson took down White Oak last night, 45-7. So the Bulldogs pick up their first district win on the season. A rare Thursday night game. Another Thursday night game last night. The Dangerfield Tigers all over the Queen City Bulldogs, 82-14. That game played last night as well. As far as games tonight, it's the PG Hawks 35, the North Lamar Panthers 0. That's with 1:56 left in the second quarter. A game of interest to Rabbit fans up at Liberty Ilo. The Gladewater Bears 22, easy. Liberty Isle Leopards 0. That's
Wow.
with 3 minutes remaining in the second quarter. The Rabs, of course, back home next week to take on the Leopards in Atlanta. But Gladewater right now all over the Leopards, 22-0 with 3 minutes remaining in the second. Quinlan Bowles 19, the Omaha Brahmas 6. That's with 4:48 left in the second quarter. Good game in Gilmer. Past the Pittsburgh buses on the way here. It's the Gilmer Buckeyes 14, the Pittsburgh Pirates 7. They're at the 2-minute warning in the second quarter. I've heard Jim Davenport talk about Pittsburgh quite a bit this season. They are surprising some folks, but they trail the Gilmer Buckeyes 14-7 with 2 minutes left in the second. In Marshall, it's the Texas High Tigers 7, the Marshall Mavericks nothing. This score might be a little old. It looks like it's with 3 minutes left in the first quarter, but Texas High on top of the Mavericks 7-0. Hooks 7, Hugh Springs 3. They are just underway in the second quarter. And then in New Boston, it's DeKalb 8, New Boston 3. They're just getting underway in the second quarter as well. So true to Mr. Lafferty's comments, we are almost done with our halftime session. A lot of these games just getting going in the second quarter.
We're not playing around tonight.
But that DeKalb New Boston rivalry, that's one that goes back a ways. Those two schools do not like each other.
Yeah, that'll be some the second half will be a little bit heated.
You have any more scores from?
Yeah, I've got a couple here. Carthage, I've got 16-0 over Center. And the only other game that I have was the Mount Vernon Tigers were up 16-12 over Emory Reigns.
I think Mount Vernon has only lost 2 games this year. One of them, of course, to the Rabbits. But only 2 losses for Mount Vernon. I think New Boston's done quite well. Mm-hmm. So Rabs a couple of early tests this year, able to come out victorious. And,
Mount Vernon running back is in the tops in the nation in total yards so far. I think he's averaging 200 and something yards a game.
Wow. Getting a lot of carries.
Yep.
Wearing on that body, but piling up the yardage. That's right. Well, okay, let's turn any other scores you got there?
Yep.
Okay.
No, that was the walk.
Let's turn our attention to the second half. The Rabs lead the Cardinals 28-0 here. How would you approach the second half? What are some things that Coach Morton and the Rabs want to try to accomplish here in the second half?
You know, I think something to accomplish may not be something that we even see, but there's going to be some little things that they're going to want to see cleaned up or just worked on as far as getting reps in. There may be a certain play they've had a hard time blocking or a hard time executing, so there may be something that they just run a couple times over and over that may not make sense in the grand scheme of how you might play call and strategize a game, but they want to get certain people in certain positions to get some good reps. So there may be some behind-the-scenes stuff that we don't really know are things you're working on. When you have a first half like this in a game that you feel confident that you should win handily, you want to see the team not lose focus, stay into it, stay intense, and really just kind of replicate the first half in the second half. You do want to see, if this continues, you want to see some substitutions happening. You want some of the sub-in guys to get some game speed reps. And, it's always a nice, fun atmosphere when the guys who don't get to play a whole lot come in and have some success, get a touchdown or two here and there. It's always a good time for the team morale and for the friends and families of these kids who are grinding it out at practice all week and who oftentimes don't get a lot of the glory and the accolades. It's good to share some spotlight time with these starters.
Well, like we mentioned, I believe early in the game, each week builds on itself. So you want to continue to get better and incorporate new, I believe you said, philosophies and strategies and implement those. Expand your playbook on both sides of the ball because you want to be playing your best football at the end of the season. And so the Rabs, like you said, have plenty to work on here in the second half. And Let's get that going here momentarily. We've got about 9 minutes left in the halftime session. Let's take our final time out of the half. Again, this is the East Texas Meat Slingers halftime show. Again, they're at their new location, 110 Northeast Street in Atlanta. You can reach them to place your orders at 903-650-9898. We'll take our last time out of the half. Rap football powered by Dairy Queen on Cass County Radio, KALT.
Big news, Cass County Radio. East Texas Meat Slingers has officially moved into our brand new location at 110 Northeast Street in Atlanta, Texas, right across from the Chamber of Commerce and next door to Harp's Jewelers. After 2 years of serving our community, we're stepping into a larger space that gives us room to grow and serve you better. By popular demand, we have new store hours so you have more opportunities to get the goods you want. We are open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Don't forget, we are now hosting a farmer's market every first and third Saturday of the month from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here at our new location. This is your chance to shop fresh baked goods, local produce, and more, all from your neighbors in East Texas and the surrounding areas. So stop by East Texas Meat Slingers' new location and see what all the hype is about. Premium meats, local flavor, and a true community gathering place. Come hungry, shop local, and see why we're proud to call Atlanta home. East Texas Meat Slingers, feeding families and fueling our community.
Are you missing teeth? Maybe keeping you from smiling with confidence? I myself, Jim Davenport, was at that point, and I went and saw Dr. Mark McCaddy at Texarkana Denture and Implant Studio. They're here to change all of that. Whether you need a full or partial dentures, permanent dental implants, or even same-day denture repairs, they've got you covered all under one roof. They've got an in-house lab. They offer fast, high-quality service without the long wait. Need extra comfort? We offer oral sedation options so you can relax during your treatment. I personally believe everyone deserves to smile, which is why they offer a free consultation with x-rays included, no strings attached. Our experienced, compassionate team is committed to helping you look and feel your best. So don't wait another day hiding your smile. Call 903-403-4025 or visit txkdental.com to schedule your appointment now. Texarkana Denture and Implant Studios, exceptional care, unforgettable smiles.
Looking to transform your home with quality furniture and appliances? Flint's Furniture and Appliances in Atlanta, Texas has you covered. From cozy living room sets and plush mattresses to top brand kitchen appliances, we offer everything you need to furnish your space in style. Discover trusted brands like Ashley, La-Z-Boy, Samsung, and Whirlpool, all under one roof. Plus, with flexible financing and lease-to-own options, upgrading your home has never been easier. Visit us at 314 East Main Street in Atlanta, Texas. Explore our latest deals at flintsfurniture.com. Flint's Furniture and Appliances, where comfort meets quality.
What's happening in Cass County? Brought to you by Sonic, America's Drive-In. Now open until 2 a.m. and home of your all-time favorites.
Rev up your engines for the 9th annual Stephen Smith Memorial Cruise-In, sponsored by the Atlanta Lions Club. Join us Saturday, October 11th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. in downtown Atlanta, Texas. There'll be a 50-50 pot, the world-famous Lions Club sausage on a stick, local restaurants and food trucks, and awesome door prizes. It's a day of classic cars, great food, and family fun, all benefiting the Lions Club Stephen Smith Scholarship. Don't miss the Stephen Smith Memorial Cruise-In, Saturday, October 11th, downtown Atlanta, Texas.
If your civic club or nonprofit organization has an announcement, email it to casscountyradio@gmail.com and we will get the word out. What's happening, Cass County? Brought to you by Sonic, America's Drive-In. Now open until 2 a.m. and home of your all-time favorites.
Hey guys, it's Frankie with Hill Insurance. We're located at 509 West Main Street in Atlanta, Texas. Our phone number is 903-796-2929. We'd be glad to quote your insurance, whether it's commercial, trucking, inland marine, general liability, workers' comp, property. Of course, on our personal lines, we do home and auto and all your recreational needs. And we do sponsor Jim's New Swims, which is pretty cool actually. So give us a call. Again, it's 903-796-2929. See you later.
Back live here at Sabine as we approach the end of our halftime session. Rabs back out on the field in the north end zone. They're warming up. Sabine's marching band wrapping up their halftime performance. Our halftime score, the Rabs 28, the Cardinals 0. We were talking about this. Rabs 5-1 on the year, game number 7 on the slate. They got 3 big ones coming up. They've got LE at home a week from now, followed by a trip to Tatum, and then a home game to conclude the year against the Gladewater Bears, who, oh, by the way, are 2-0 in district and ahead of the LE Leopards 22-0 at the moment.
Yeah, Gladewater's off to a roaring start here in district play. Took down Jefferson, which in that moment seemed like a little bit of an upset. We then went down to the wire with the Jefferson, and then you kind of leave those weeks thinking, oh, Gladewater's maybe onto something here, and then sure enough, they show up in Liberty Isle. Is it in Liberty Isle?
At Liberty Isle.
At Liberty Isle.
Past those buses on the way here.
Putting up a 22-0 score, at least what we had on our last update through the first half. So, assuming we'll win this one tonight, Gladewater holds off the Leopards. It's kind of shaping up to be an exciting run down for some playoff seeding as that district play winds up.
Yeah, a lot of football left between now and then. But, yeah, you're right. That would be something.
Yeah, you mentioned in the last break that we've just not had a lot of, major playoff implications riding on that last week. We've kind of, I don't want to say we've coasted in, but we've kind of coasted in at the third spot a couple of times with just not having anything but that as our option. And then, of course, then you face a tough, strong seed in that first round, and we've not been able to pull past it. So a little bit more excitement as this season's playing on here. Teams playing well, attitudes are looking good. I'm not sure, how to think about it too, but the coaches obviously they're like anything else. The more you do your trade, the better you get. But it is interesting to see, comparing some previous year teams with some of the similar coaches. It looks like they're doing a better job too. Not to say that they've done a bad job, but I like how the attitude and the willingness and the hardworking attitude of the players seems to allow the coaches to really do their job to their fullest ability also.
Yeah, that's a good point. I just think the overall attitude of the team this year is one of, hey, look, we don't care what the score is. We feel like we got a shot. Or, if we're ahead quite a bit like we are tonight, well, there's more we can work on and more we can do. And when you've got that kind of an attitude on your football team, it just breeds positivity. And we've seen that play out. The Rabs really haven't run away with a game all year. And so they've had to really kind of scratch and claw. And some of the games that have finished in our favor, we put some distance between us in the second half. So it hasn't been a cakewalk either. They've had to really put their head down and get after it.
Yeah, it's a young team, and it's it's almost like the little brother fighting the older kids. They can hang tough, but they've really got to do everything they can to hang in these games and pull out wins, and then keep a positive attitude. And then, as we're seeing right here in front of us tonight, the confidence level is high, but in a positive way, not a cocky way. And you just like to see the growth and the maturity happening on the field, and just kind of a blossoming of the offense, the defense, the play calling, the utilization of all of our weapons, and turning some people into weapons that maybe aren't naturally weapons. Tonight, one of the things I really wanted to see was the front four on the defense dominate with no blitzing, and you want to see that front five of the offense dominate their side of the line of scrimmage without a whole lot of two tight end package help blocking, and just let the front lines do their work And if you could do that, our offensive guys can be just free to do whatever they want, which is going to be almost impossible for most high school teams to corral. And if our front four on the defensive line, which they're proven to be something special there with the speed and the tenacity that they have, and then being able to sub in C.J. Whaley to pass rush, freeing up Eli Mitchell, Marshawn, Kagan Lloyd, and that just to roam free, untouched. It's shaping up to be a pretty stout top to bottom roster and lineup on offense and defense.
Rabs won the toss and elected to defer, so the Rabs kick return team's out there. Sabine will kick this one away to start the second half here. This will be Angel Ghana handling the kicking duties for the Cardinals. Rabs 28, Cardinals nothing as we resume play here in the third quarter. Rab football on Cass County Radio, KALT. Glad to have you with us. Eric McCall and Dylan Thompson. Want to say something to Laney Giesler, feeling a little under the weather tonight. I'm sure he's listening. Hope you get to feeling better, buddy.
Yeah, hope you're listening or sleeping. A lot of people under the weather these days.
It's Simmons and Linwood back deep for the Rabbits. Simmons is going to catch it near his 15. Simmons coming up the left side, has a crease, breaks the tackle at the 40, and he lunges forward across the 45-yard line. That was a nice, strong return there by DeAndre Simmons.
Man, he caught that on the fly, and he was off to the races like out of a rocket. He made a nice move up the middle and was brought down right at midfield, about a tackle away from taking that one to the house, and he comes up a little bit banged up on that tackle, so he walks off on his own power, but looks like he's favoring that left arm or shoulder, and the Rabs will take over on their own 47.
Well, he took a shot right in the gut, and he was wide open, like you said. Rabbit offense back on the field. We got a receiver to each side. Going to be Woodbury to the right of Thompson. First and 10 Rabs at their own 47. Sabine showing blitz. Here they come. Rabs block it up. They're going to throw the go route or fade on the far side to Whaley. And it's out of bounds. Incomplete. Be second and 10 Rabs at their own 47.
Yeah, good-looking pass there by Thompson, but just led Whaley a little bit too far to the sideline and kind of drifted out and falls out of bounds, incomplete here, and brings up second and 10. Magic Fortson is wide receiver out wide left.
Whaley out right. Woodbury to the right of Thompson. They're going to fake the give to Woodbury. So at the Fortson, it's too high. Incomplete, third and 10. Fortson just ran a curl route of about 5 yards, and Thompson overthrew him.
Yeah, and that's a little different look there for Thompson. He's usually looking at CJ, DeAndre.
He's saying that Magic's a little.
He's vertically challenged compared to CJ Whaley. But I'm glad to see Magic in the offensive scheme here starting the second half.
Twins right for the Rabbits on third and 10. Thompson to throw again. Screen pass. They got it covered up, and he'll just throw it down at the feet of Whaley. That's a smart play there. Sabine read that all the way. It'll be fourth and 10. The Rabs will punt it away.
Yeah, the secondary guy over there on CJ didn't fall for it, and he followed CJ on that little curl screen in there, and I'm sure Braden could have tried to force it to him, but it would have probably been a completion for a short loss there. So good job to just throw it away, and Whaley's back to punt away for the Rabs.
10:49 left in the third. Rabs lead it 29-0. Snap back to Whaley. Punts away. It's a low spiraling kick. Takes a rabbit roll inside the 30 to about the 23 before it's touched by Linwood. Could have rolled probably another 5-6 yards, but Linwood touched it up at the 28, and that's where Sabine will take over. Now we got a whistle.
Yeah, I didn't see a flag.
Got a flag. I don't see a flag. Do you?
I don't see one, unless it's some kind of a
Now, I don't see a flag anywhere on this side of the field. Looks like it's against Atlanta because they're coming over to talk to Sabine about whether they want to make them kick again or enforce it at the end of the run. I'm sure they'll enforce that from the end of the run. False start against Atlanta is the call. It'll be enforced from the end of the run. So Sabine football. 10:32 left in the third. Atlanta leading 28 to nothing. They will move the ball 5 yards on the 28, and that'll put it at the 33, which is where Sabine will start their drive.
Taking a second to get this ball placed and lined up correctly. There we go.
Rabs do have some backups in there on the defensive side of the ball. We'll try to call out some of those names for you. De Hoyos in at quarterback. Sends a receiver in motion, takes the snap, and hand it off. Hit near the line of scrimmage and pushed forward, maybe a yard on that carry. Riojas in there, as well as someone who we don't have a number for, number 36.
Kobe Wells is in there on the right side end. Jalen Henderson's playing a down tackle. The other down tackle we don't have a number for.
That's Kelvin Roberson at linebacker. The Rabs getting some of their new players some work here in the second half. 2nd and 9. De Hoyos to throw, throws the curl. It's caught near the 36, pushed out of bounds by Caden Linwood on the far side. We're about 6 yards short of the first down marker. It'll be 3rd and 6 for Sabine at their own 37.
Looks like we've also got Eddie Smith in a defensive back for the Rabs. It's good to see the Rabs get some substitutions in here early and get a good amount of time here, hopefully.
The Hoyos to throw. Now he's going to hand it off up the middle. Rab's going to stop him at about the 39-yard line. Gain of 2 on that carry by Ghana. Be 4th and 4. Sabine going to punt this one away.
Good job there by the Rab defense. Holding their ground.
TJ Rainey's going to drop back and field this punt. Give them a chance to rest some of their players here in the second half. Bandon's going to punt it away. TJ Rainey back at his own 25. That's a low line drive end over end, fielded by Rainey. Bobbles it. It's on the ground. Still hadn't picked it up. Now he does. Runs into his own player at the 30, and that's where the Rabs will take over. We got a little extracurricular activity going on the near side by Eddie Smith, and there's a flag thrown. That's going to be, I'm assuming, against the Rabbits. Holding against Atlanta is the call. That's going to be on Smith. That'll back the Rabbits up 10 more. We'll start this drive from their own 21.
Yeah, it looks like Eddie and Sabine Cardinal just kind of got tied up, and it was one of those kind of like who's going to surrender, and the Sabine guy kind of went down and brought Eddie over with him, and then he got called for the hold, and it's one of those where you just got to kind of break it off, even though it's hard to, and let's move on down the line.
Looks like the Raps come out to huddle up here. Looks like Hardy Shepard coming in at left tackle for Landon Harper.
After the 21 yard line.
The rest of the offensive line is intact. Whaley at receiver, Magic Fortune, the inside receiver. Thompson in the gun with Woodbury to his right. Like Jaden Riley's night might be done. 8:06 left in the third. Rabs on top 28-0.
And Jaden gets a lot of reps, so not a bad idea.
Thompson hands to Woodbury, coming left, big hole. He's got the 25 to 30, 35 40. It's a foot race down the sideline, and Woodbury's going to get tracked down in Sabine territory at the 40 by Landry Laird. He saved a touchdown.
Yeah, Woodbury bust through that left side and had an instant huge hole down the left sideline here and looked for a second like he was going to take it to the house and then almost made his guy miss too. And so nice strong run there by Woodbury.
There's a Hardy Shepard and Nate Hernandez on that left side, creating a hole. Rabs have it 1st and 10 at the Sabine 38.
42-yard run there by Woodbury.
Same formation for the Rabbits. Whaley to the right, Fortson to the left. Thompson fakes to give to Woodbury, looking to throw over the middle. Nothing there. He's going to tuck it and run. Now he's going to run it upfield near the 37 and get tackled for no gain. 2nd and 10.
That was kind of one of those in-betweeners where he almost could let the ball fly to Aiden Shields, releasing off of a block, but it was too bang there, so he had to kind of pull it down and just fight for what he had there for a no gain. He needed just a half a second more to let that one fly.
A little more distance.
Yeah.
This time Whaley and Fortson, twins right. Woodbury to the right of Thompson. So the flare to Woodbury makes the catch. Across the 35 to the 30, he's got a 1st down. Inside the 25, down to about the 23, and that'll move the chain. Nice pitch and catch there to Woodbury.
Yeah, just a little flare pass out of the backfield, and Thompson hit him as he was moving towards the line of scrimmage, and Woodbury went downfield quickly and picked up about 15 on that one.
Under 6 minutes left in the third now. Got a whistle. What's going on? Referee blows the play dead.
He
stopped the clock. He's talking to the umpire. Now he's going back. And they'll start the clock. That was weird.
Yeah, he was kind of doing a strange signal, too, I've not seen before.
Low snap. Thompson picks it up off the turf. He's throwing it into the end zone for Whaley. Ball's in the air, and it's incomplete. We're going to get pass interference on Sabine.
Yeah, good pass there by Thompson. It was just a little bit underthrown on Whaley, but he could not come back to it. The defender was all over him, so as Whaley was making a move back to the ball, he was just kind of getting mauled there by the defender who had his back to the ball. Easy call there for a pass interference in the end zone.
There's the ball 15 yards, give the Rabs a 1st down. With 5.5 to play in the third quarter, leading 28-0.
So that'll be a half the distance to the goal there. Do they mark off the full 15 or is it half the distance on that one?
If it's inside the 20. So that'll spot this one at the 12. 1st and 10 Rabs. Twins right. Woodbury to the right of Thompson. They'll send Magic in motion. They'll fake the pitch to him, throw it to Whaley. He's one-on-one with a cornerback. Can't shake him, and he still managed to get a yard out there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
There's not a whole lot of room out there for Whaley on that one. Picks up a couple hard-fought yards, but Sabine does a good job of staying tight there and kind of gang tackling CJ on that one, not letting him break free.
That's just Whaley and the cornerback one-on-one, and that time the Sabine cornerback did a nice job of bottling him up. 2nd and 9 for the Rabs at the 11-yard line. Same formation for Atlanta. Thompson to throw. Under pressure, steps up in the pocket. He's going to be sacked back at the 20-yard line. Nothing doing. Everybody covered. Only three receivers, in the formation went out there in that pass pay. Sabine had it covered up, and Thompson's sacked back to the 29. So it'll be 3rd and 15 for the Rabbits.
Yeah, when you get down here in the red zone, there's just not a whole lot of room to work with. So if you've got decent coverage, if you can't make the first read or two work out for you on the pass play, you got to tuck it and run. And that time Sabine did a good job of blowing that pocket up and collapses on Thompson for the sack.
Woodbury shifts over to the right of Thompson, twins left. They drew him off sides. Here comes that go to Whaley on the near side. He makes the catch at the 2 and into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yes, and then the ref is signaling offsides. That'll be declined. Thompson does a excellent job again, just knowing what to do with the ball. Got a free play there. Whaley just runs downfield. Thompson throws it up, and Whaley's able to snag it in and kind of fight, and fall in for another touchdown.
Whaley, just big, strong receiver, went up for it. Looked like a post route. Went up and got it and took it into the end zone. Now he'll kick the extra point. CJ's going to be in the best shape of his life next few years. Now back to Riley. The hold down, kick away. It's true. 3:19 left in the third. Rabs 35, Cardinals nothing. We'll take a timeout. This is Rabbit Football powered by Dairy Queen on Cass County Radio, KALT.
Don't let silent changes cost you money this Medicare season. I'm Jessica with McWright Solutions, and Medicare open enrollment is here from October 15th through December 7th. This is your time to review changes in drug costs, deductibles, and doctor networks to make sure your plan still meets your health needs. As a licensed independent broker, I don't work for just one company. I work for you, comparing Medicare Advantage, supplement, and prescription drug plans side by side to help you understand your options right here in your area. Schedule your no-cost, no obligation Medicare plan review today by calling or texting 903-691-5150. At McWright Solutions, we care about more than just your coverage. We care about your peace of mind. And remember, we're your one-stop shop for tax, life, health, and Medicare, helping you make confident decisions all year long. Disclaimer, we do not offer every plan available in your area. Any information we provide is limited to those plans we do offer in your area. Please contact Medicare.gov or 1-800-MEDICARE to get
All right,
information
welcome back
on
here
all
to
of your options.
Sabine Cardinal Field, where your Rabs have put another touchdown on the board, taking the score up to 35-0 here with 3:15 left in the third. Rabs took over deep in their own territory at their own 20. 7 plays later, they found pay dirt. Offsides allowed Thompson to get a free play there, and in a heads-up fashion, he threw it deep on the free play, and Whaley hauled it in at the 1, fought in for touchdown, kicked the extra point. So now we sit at 35-0. Getting set here for the kickoff.
Going to call a false start against the Rabbits. My guess is that CJ picked the ball up and then moved it, set it on the tee, and then picked it up and moved it.
Yeah.
Because the referee threw that flag, and he's standing back near the 5. So Whaley's going to kick now from his own 35. High kick, end over end, good hang time. Fielded at the 16. That's Vanden coming right. Now cuts it back left, and nice job by that Rabbit kick coverage team. That was Kelvin Roberson who got there first and brought him down near the 18-yard line.
Yeah, good job of coverage there by the Rab defense. They've done a good job of getting downfield quickly. They've just not been able to bring them down. I'm not sure if that's just maintaining lanes, but they did a good job there of bottling the return man in. Kelvin made a great tackle there, and Sabine's going to take over on their own 28-yard line.
3 minutes left in the third. Rabs lead at 35-0. Glad to have you with us. Eric McCall and Dylan Thompson with you from the press box here in Sabine. Rabs trying to move to 6-1 on the year. Morton said they had been 4-1 a couple of different times since they've been here in Atlanta, and not been 5-1, looking to go 6-1. Late defender on the field for the Rabbits. They'll send Vanden in motion. Dropping back, screen pass over the middle. It's caught near the 25-yard line. He's across the 30 to the 34, and that's a nice 6-yard pickup on the screen pass over the middle to Lincoln Royce. They've run that a couple of times tonight. Had success a couple of times. That's one of them, 2nd and 4 at their own 34.
Yeah, that's a play they've liked tonight. It's worked every time for at least a little chunky yard. So like a little inside screen there to wide receiver and picks up 6 on that one and brings up a 2nd and 4. And Sabine's pretty content here to take their time bringing the play call in.
2 receivers left, 1 right. For Siler Pierce. Going to hand it off to the running back, Jana, and he's going to get maybe a yard. It'll be 3rd and 3 at their own 35. Pierce, the quarterback, coming in for the Hoya.
Good tackle there by Linwood.
Pierce also a sophomore. A lot of young guys on this Sabine team.
They've got several good-looking players over there, just not able to put enough together to pull out any wins this season so far.
Same formation for Sabine on 3rd and 3 from their own 35. They're going to hand it to Ghana. He's across the 35 to about the 37.5, 38-yard line, and they're going to give them the first down. Right at the sticks. They'll move them as Ghana converts on 3rd and 3. He'll check out, and Princeton Jones checks in.
Yeah, Princeton Jones is a little smaller back there, so a little change of pace here maybe for the Cardinals.
Got under a minute left in the 3rd quarter now with Atlanta on top, 35-0. Pierce hands it off, coming left, hitting the hole at the 40 and driven back. Well, that was a form tackle if I've ever seen one by Marshawn Woodbury.
Yeah, it was.
Now they're going to give him forward progress to the 41. That's a 3-yard pickup. Generous spot there. It'll be 2nd and 7 for Sabine.
Yeah, that was a physics lesson there. That was a body in motion that stayed in motion until it was met with an imposing force, and Marshawn squared up on him. And once he made contact, he went no further, and Marshawn drove him back 5 yards. But turns out forward progress was the thing that defeated some physics on that play.
That'll be the end of the 3rd quarter of play. After 3, Atlanta 35, Sabine nothing. We'll take a timeout, come back with the final quarter. Rab football brought to you by Dairy Queen on Cass County Radio, KALT.
Get ready. City National Bank is saying thank you with a spooktacular Customer Appreciation Day. Thursday, October 30th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Queen City City National Bank. Enjoy burgers from Yates Unicorn Ranch with chips, a drink, and a cookie. Plus, trick-or-treat candy, CNB goodies, and your chance to enter drawings to win exciting prizes. Don't miss the fun. Thursday, October 30th, 11 to 2 at City National Bank in Queen City. It's our way of saying thanks to you. Member FDIC.
Score huge savings this football season at Clayton Homes of Marshall with the lowest prices, reduced down payments, and thousands off lot models that include all furniture and decor. That's enough selling points for a touchdown and more. Run into the red zone at Clayton Homes with their last remaining red tag specials and score extra points with free upgrades and prizes. Don't let the other guys intercept. Sack the deals now while they last at Clayton Homes of Marshall on Highway 59 South, home of the best price, guaranteed. That's a flag on the play.
Back live at Sabine as we get ready to resume play here in the final quarter. Rabs up 35-0. Sabine with the football at their own 41, facing a 2nd down and 7. Pierce, the quarterback, in the shotgun. 4 receivers, 3 left, 1 right. Now we've got a whistle and a false start against Sabine. That'll back them up 5 and make it 2nd and 12.
Gives the Rab defense a little more cushion there for some aggressive play calling here. Looks like we've got another new Rab over there on the left side. Gavin Trim, number 22, left defensive end.
Send the running back left. They fake the flare to him, throw the screen on the other side, and it's incomplete. It hit the intended receiver, Laird, in the hands, popped up for a moment. Looked like maybe a Rab cornerback was flying in over there. That was Landon Thomas, but fell harmlessly to the turf. It's 3rd and 12. from their own 36.
Good coverage there. That ball had been completed, probably would not have gone for much of a gain there.
TJ Rainey in at safety along with Gunnar Gutierrez. A lot of Rabs getting some experience tonight. Empty backfield here for Pierce. 3 receivers left, 2 right. Rabs showing blitz. Robertson, he's coming up the middle. Pierce is going to keep it over the right side. He's going to get outside but be knocked out of bounds around the 44-yard line. Nice job by Landon Thomas coming over there and knocking him out of bounds. It'll be 4th and long 4. See what Sabine decides to do here. They're going to go for it. 4th and 4 for Sabine at their own 44. Here's the quarterback. Empty backfield, same formation. 3 receivers left, 2 right.
Rabs show blitz.
Tried to draw the Rabs off sides, but Robertson got back. Now they're looking to the sideline. Robertson showing blitz again. He's coming. Pierce flushed out to his right. Woodbury tracks him down, and it's incomplete. That time, Marshawn Woodbury got home and slung down. Pierce got the pass off, but it was incomplete. Intended for the Sabine receiver on the far side, and the Rab defense forces a turnover on downs.
Now, good job there by Woodbury and Kelvin. Putting some pressure, flushing the quarterback out, and Woodbury's got some closing speed. So he was able to actually make a tackle there, or an attempted tackle, and force a quick throw, and falls incomplete. Turnover on downs, and Rabs take over on the Sabine 44.
Hey, dare I see the I formation out there?
We do.
Leo McKinney in at fullback, Marshawn Woodbury the tailback. Easton Patterson and Magic Fortson at receiver. Thompson under center, takes the snap, hands it off to Woodbury, coming right. He almost lost it. Spun off a tackle at the line of scrimmage, still on his feet, and he's got a Rabbit first down to the Sabine 33. It's the first time we've seen the I formation all year.
Yeah, quarterback under center. The neck roll fullback in front of Marshawn Woodbury. And
Liam's been waiting all year for this.
Yep.
Just line up and go hit somebody.
You have to hit somebody. He's like, gladly. Nice run there by Marshawn. Picks up a
like we're back in
down.
the late 90s all of a sudden. I formation, receiver to each side. Thompson under center, takes the snap, ball's on the ground. Thompson picks it up, and he'll just hang on to it. Loss of 1 on the play back to the 34. Rarely do we snap the ball under center.
Yeah,
Stands to reason we might struggle with that.
Yeah, a new feel there. I'd like to see them keep working on that too. We talked about that, getting some reps and working on some things. So
2nd and 11 for the Rabbits at the Sabine 34, 8-17 and counting remaining in the game. Rabs lead at 35-0.
Eastern Patterson's out wide for the Rabs on the left side.
Fortson to the right, Thompson under center. Takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Woodbury coming right. Has the ball knocked out. It's on the ground, and Sabine picks it up. So the Cardinals defense forces the turnover off the fumble by Woodbury, and Sabine will have it 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Yeah, Woodbury just didn't quite get that ball secured. Then he met contact, and that ball flung forward about 10, 12 yards into the secondary. And Sabine scooped it up, and they'll take over here on their own 28 with the fumble recovery.
Stops clock with 7:56 left in the game. Looks like DeHoyo back in at quarterback for Sabine. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Jones. Try to run over right guard. He'll get across the 30 to the 31. Give him a couple on that one. It'll be 2nd down 8. Rabbit defensive front. We've got some backups in there. See if we can't get some names of some of these young men for you. Jacoby Wells in a defensive line. Also, you said Trim in there as well.
Also looks like in the secondary, Ariane Reynolds. Let's see here.
Gutierrez in there at safety. Rabs get some pressure up the middle on De Hoyo. He gets rid of it. They're going to get us for a contact to the face. The Rabbit player that flew into the backfield was Jamar Gaston, and Gaston hit De Hoyo in the face, and that'll be a 15-yard personal foul against Gaston. That'll give Sabine a first down off the 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, good pressure there by Gaston, and pretty good hit there, just a little too high and a little too late, right there in front of the official, so that's going to draw a flag most of the time.
Penalty will move it out to the 50-yard line. Clock stopped with 6:56 left in the game, and the Rabs on top, 35-0. 3 receivers left, 1 right for De Hoyo. Sends Jones out to the left, fakes the flare to him, throws it over the middle, and nobody there. Trying to hit Royce over the middle with that screen pass, and Royce was nowhere to be found. 2nd and 10.
Just hadn't got to his spot yet. Ball got there before he did.
Sabine's band and the Big Bad Band from Rabbitland both playing at the same time. I'm get warmed up for that band competition tomorrow. De Hoyo with the snap, looking to throw near side curl. It's caught near the 46-yard line, still on his feet to the 44 before the Rabs sling him down. That was Royce on the reception down to the 44, and that'll be a 7-yard pickup there. It'll be 3rd and 3. Magic Fortune comes up gingerly there, in on that tackle along with Eddie Smith.
The receiver there was pretty tough to bring down. Did not want to go down. Took a whole gang of Rabs to get him to the turf. Brings up a 3rd and 4.
Five and a half minutes remaining in the game. De Hoyo in the gun on 3rd and 3. He's going to hand it off up the middle. Big hole up the middle across the 35-yard line and slung down near the 32. Gutierrez saved a touchdown on the run by Jones.
Yeah, good-looking explosive run there up the middle by Jones. Blocked well by the Sabine Cardinals, and then Gutierrez did a great job making a touchdown-saving tackle there in the secondary.
Just like that, the Rabs starting defensive front's back on the field with Sabine with the ball 1st and 10 at the Rab 32. Looks like Coach Whaley wants to preserve this shutout. So Riojas, Collins, Williams, and Cook, defensive front back on the field for the Rabs.
So they can't get a little more penetration here, a little more pressure.
Jones to the left of Hoyo, takes the handoff coming right, and he's going to be wrapped up after a yard gain. 2nd down 9. Kelvin Roberson, first one to get there and bring him down.
Kelvin's doing a good job tonight.
Same formation for the Cardinals. 3 receivers left, 1 right. De Hoyo's going to throw. He's got some pressure. Now he slings it over the middle, and it's almost intercepted and dropped by Kaysen Linwood. Well, he just threw it right over the middle, not to really anybody in particular, and except Kaysen Linwood, but he just couldn't bring it in. 3rd and 9.
The quarterback just kind of threw that one out of desperation, hoping to get a little bit of a miracle catch there. But Casey Linwood had to kind of turn at an awkward angle and almost kind of catch it over after he spun around and just couldn't bring it in. So he'll be kicking himself over that drop interception tonight. But good job knocking the ball down in the lead.
Clock continues to roll here off the incomplete pass inside of 3.5 minutes left in the game. Rabs lead at 35-0. 2 receivers left, 1 right. DeHoyo with Jones to his right. Now we got a whistle and a timeout taken by Sabine. That's their first of the half. We'll step to the side. 30-second timeout. Rabs 35, Cardinals nothing. Rabbit football brought to you by Dairy Queen on Cass County Radio, KALT.
Looking to build or remodel? Holland Construction has you covered. With over 30 years of experience, we specialize in log homes, metal roofs, decks, privacy fences, tile, drywall, painting, windows, and cabinets. Whether it's a custom home, a small project, or a big renovation, Ronald Holland and his team are ready to bring your vision to life. Call Ronald today at 903-824-0388 or 903-824-6317. You can also email us at hollandconstruction@aol.com. Holland Construction, your trusted partner for all your construction needs.
Cass County Radio, KALT is KPYN-AM 900 Atlanta, 95.5 FM K238
Back at
BF
Sabine,
Atlanta.
3:15 left in the game. Rabs on top 35-0. Sabine with a 3rd and 9. DeHoyo's going to take it, hand it to Jones coming left. He's got a hole, and what a tackle by Casey Linwood. Boy, it looked like he had a huge hole over the left side, and Linwood came in like a missile and took him down after a 2-yard gain. It'll be 4th down and about, 6?
Yeah, maybe 7. Yeah. Yeah, Linwood came in like a missile and hit him right in the gut and just folded him like a lawn chair right where he made contact. So, big tackle there.
Fourth and 6 for Sabine at the Rab 28. DeHoyo to throw. Sideline incomplete. Nice coverage on the play by the Rabbit secondary, and they force the turnover on downs and preserve, at least for the moment, preserve the shutout.
Yeah, good job there by the Rab secondary. That's Eddie Smith on the coverage there. Looks like he almost had a chance to break on that one for a little pick six. Ball falls out of bounds, a little overthrown there. So turnover on downs. Rabs are going to take over here with 2 minutes left on their own 28.
All right, we got the 2-minute timeout here for briefly. So, Eric, you want to catch everybody up on that score we've been watching?
Yeah, just checking the scoreboard there. We've got a Glade Water 25, Liberty Aloe 14 score here with what shows to be about halfway through the third quarter. So it looks like the excitement's growing a little bit there. Getting a little closer. 2-possession game. A lot of time still left on the clock there.
So Glade Water's kicked a field goal since halftime, and LE's put 2 touchdowns on the board. Rabs come out in the I formation. Thompson under center. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Amari Kinney coming right. Got a hole. He's at 35-40. Cuts it up at the 45, and he's finally dragged down at the 49-yard line. What a run by Omari Kinney.
Yeah, Kinney had a good little burst of speed there off the right side and made a cut up that right hash mark. It looked like he might have a chance to take that one to the house. So good speed, good burst, good vision.
First down, Rabbits at their own 49 as we approach the 1.5-minute mark of the fourth quarter. I formation. Thompson hands to Kinney, coming right. This time he's going to get slung down in the backfield for a 2. Actually, he didn't go down. He spun him around. He did not go down. Look at Amari Kinney. Picks up a yard after what looked like a 3-yard loss.
Just a great effort there by Kinney. Fresh set of legs and some motivation. So for sure it looked like he was going to be slung down in the backfield and just kept his balance and fought. He
That was a great play by that Sabine defender to come in and at least initially hit him for what looked like was going to be a 3-yard loss, but Kenny with a tough run there, spun out of it, did not go down, and ended up picking up a yard. The toughest 1-yard run you'll ever see.
Well, and Kenny's not a huge running back. He looks more like the speedster scat back guy, so that's a tough run there.
They're going to wind the clock. About a 1-second differential between the play clock and the game clock, so the Rabs will not have to run another play, and that will do it. Ladies and gentlemen, our final score, the Rabs 35, the Cardinals nothing. We'll calculate the final stats and come right back to you. Rab football powered by Dairy Queen on Cass County Radio, KALT.
Get ready, Atlanta, Texas. Friday night, November 7th at 7 p.m. Cornerstone Assembly of God welcomes the Down East Boys. Dove Award nominated for Southern Gospel Album of the Year, Something to Shout About. Join us for an unforgettable evening of powerful harmonies, inspiring music, and heartfelt worship. Hosted by the Hootens, and admission is by Love Offering. So bring your friends, your family, and your praise. Cornerstone Assembly of God, 105 West Main, Atlanta, Texas. Mark your calendar. Friday, November 7th, 7 p.m. The Down East Boys in concert.
If you're looking to purchase a home, If you're looking to purchase a home, a commercial piece of property, or real estate, or you'd like to sell your current home, commercial property, or acreage, call Stuart Smith at Superior Realty. Stuart Smith with Superior Realty is the sponsor of our Atlanta Rabbits Player of the Game. Call Stuart Smith, Atlanta High graduate, for all your real estate needs. That's Stuart Smith at Superior Realty. Call 903-824-2281. 903-824-2281.
This is Bobby Joe with Genesis Prime Care Ellington Memorial Clinic, and we want you to know your help is our priority and your schedule matters. We're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and our walk-in clinic is open Saturdays from 8 a.m. to noon, so you can get care when it works for you. Our services include family medicine, pediatrics, behavioral health, and more, all in one place, right here in your community. We're accepting new patients, and whether you have insurance or not, it's no problem. We have options to make your care accessible and affordable. Give us a call today at 903-796-2868 and take the first step toward Prime Health. That's 903-796-2868, or visit us online at genesisprimecare.org to learn more. Genesis Prime Care Ellington Memorial Clinic. Compassionate care close to home.
This is Jana with Jana's Mercantile, your local gift shop in downtown Atlanta, Texas, where you can find locally made gifts, Texas-themed, and Texas-made products, Myra bag purses and accessories, a full line of Rocasa Organics, wellness and beauty products, and so much more. That's Jana's Mercantile. Come see us at 116 North William Street, downtown Atlanta, Texas. It's Jana's Mercantile at the corner of William and Hiram Street.
Cass County Radio, KALT is KPYN-AM 900 Atlanta, 95.5 FMK 238BF Atlanta, and 103.9 FMK 280 GV Atlanta.
Back at Sabine, our final score, your Atlanta Rabbits 35, the Sabine Cardinals 0. He's got the final stats. Take it away.
All right, so for Sabine, the leading rusher tonight was their running back number 11. He ended up with 5 carries for 22 yards. Through the air, quarterback number 10, Griffin De Hoyos, finished 7 of 15 for 52 yards. Their leading receiver was wide receiver number 14, Lincoln Royce, hauled in 4 catches for 39 yards. Atlanta was able to hold on to the shutout tonight, so we have no touchdowns for Sabine. Over on the Atlanta side, the second half went pretty fast and furious. Jaden Riley finished the game with the same stat line as the first half, as he kind of got some rest. So he had 4 carries, 104 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Marshawn Woodbury had 2 carries for 44 yards and a touchdown. Braden Thompson had 3 carries for 23 yards. And number 20, Omari Kinney, had 2 carries for 22 yards. Braden Thompson finished through the air 12 of 19 for 139 yards and 2 touchdowns. A couple of those went to DeAndre Simmons. Liam McKinney and Marshawn Woodbury also hauled in a catch apiece. And then leading receivers tonight with a big night was C.J. Whaley. He finished with 7 catches, 117 yards, and 2 touchdowns. But the most important stat, we've got a 35 for the Rabs and 0 for Sabine.
Now the Rabs will move to 6-1 on the season. They will be 3-0 in district play, setting up a big game a week from tonight back at Rabbit Stadium in Atlanta as the Liberty Islo Leopards come to town, currently trailing the Gladewater Bears up in Liberty Islo. But the last 3 games of the year for the Rabs are going to decide their fate. They've got LE at home. They travel to Tatum, and then the final game of the year against Gladewater at home. So those are 3 big games coming down the stretch. You want to be playing your best football. This game the Rabs should win. They were just Sabine just simply outmanned, but you always wonder about the psyche of your team. Can we go in and do what everyone expects us to do, what we're supposed to do?
Right.
And I do feel like the Rabs are able to at least check that box tonight.
Yeah, one of the advantages to a young team that's not had a lot of fanfare and a lot of hype is that even coming into a game that they should win, you could tell they had a workman's attitude tonight to keep their head down, work hard, execute, take care of business. So I'm not sure that this team's kind of got a big head, even though we're moving at 6-1. These have been some hard-fought games, so they seem to have a good head on their shoulders, and the coaches are doing a good job keeping them prepared and ready for each moment as they grow week in and week out.
With that, let's turn our attention to the player of the game, brought to you by Stuart Smith at Superior Realty in Atlanta. Call Stuart today for all your real estate needs, 903-824-2281. Who do we have?
Tonight, the player of the game is going to be C.J. Whaley.
C.J. Whaley. What's that stat line again?
7 catches, 117 on the yardage with 2 touchdowns and, a couple of heads-up plays, too. He fought hard for some yards, but he and Braden hooked up on a nice free pass on an offsides by the Sabine team for a touchdown. That was kind of an icing on the cake there. Nail on the coffin touchdown.
So there you go. C.J. Whaley is our player of the game. Again, brought to you by Stuart Smith at Superior Realty in Atlanta. Call Stuart today at 903-824-2281. You got a score update for us?
Yeah, it looks like Gladewater's put another touchdown on the board, so they've got a 32-14 lead over Liberty Islo as the third quarter looks to be wrapping up.
So if that score holds, Gladewater will move to 3-0 in district, and Liberty Islo will take the loss. So we'll see where that game ends up. Eric and I and Laney, if he's feeling better, hopefully he is, a week from tonight, will join us back at Rabbit Stadium in Atlanta as the Liberty Islo Leopards come to town in a big-time district ball game. If you don't have anything going on, go ahead and make plans to be there. It's going to be a fun night, a lot of activities going on, a big game in this district run. Rabs improved to 6-1 on the season. They got it rolling right now, trying to keep it moving a week from tonight. They need that fan support. If you can't make it, E and I and Laney will bring it to you live on Cass County Radio KALT. Pregame show at 6:30. Kickoff slated for 7 o'clock. The Sonic America's Drive-In Scoreboard and Coaches Show with Jim Davenport will follow us right here on Cass County Radio KALT. Sure, Jim will be calling Coach Morton to visit about tonight's game since we're on the winning end of things, and also get his thoughts, I'm sure, on what's coming up in the next week. Final thoughts.
Just a really successful night by the Rab. Offense and defense, we talked about this being kind of a setup game as far as a letdown with what you're hoping to see. So just really encouraging to see them come out and put their nose to the grindstone and get stuff done, do what they're supposed to do, stay level-headed about it and not, they didn't slack off. They didn't get lazy or sloppy, and some of those subs came in and really kind of kept the tempo and the excitement and the momentum up. So
that's right. Got a lot of playing experience tonight.
Yeah.
Played the majority of that second half, and so that was something that'll help us down the road. Final score, the Rabs 35, the Sabine Cardinals nothing. Rabs improved to 6-1 on the season. That'll do it from Sabine. I want to thank Randy Smith working the board back at the station, keeping us on the air, helping us sound good. Your Rabbits victorious tonight over the Sabine Cardinals. This has been a presentation of Atlanta Rabbit Football on Cass County Radio, KALT, powered by Dairy Queen. Good night.
At City National Bank, we